Yeah. Oh, this. You right there, new haircut?
Yeah, no,
wow.
no.
All right.
No. Woke up late. God.
Yeah.
Trying to get back in the swing of things was a little tough.
Yeah, these one-week vacations suck. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, why do we have just 1 week?
I don't know, Terry. That's a great question.
We used to have like a month.
It's a question that's been plaguing mankind now for centuries.
I think we need 3 more weeks.
Well, we'll get them.
Just kidding.
Terry was just telling me the other day how much she loves her job.
Yeah, I did.
And now here she is saying she needs a month.
Well,
which is it,
that
Terrence?
doesn't mean I don't love my job.
Oh, geez.
When you can choose no work or stay at home.
Right.
She loves her job because she gets a month off.
Right.
There you go.
I see now. Now it makes sense. How are you there, kid? You doing good?
Good.
You sure that's not a new haircut?
No.
I think you're lying.
No.
You got a center part.
No.
Never seen a woman with a center part. You ever seen a woman with a center part there?
Oh, hey.
Look at the part on his fingers. The ring.
Oh, it's weighing him down.
The wedding ring that parts the hand, that parts the life, that parts the existence, that parts the soul.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow, the soul? That deep?
I tried, Terry.
Okay.
I'm glad it worked for you.
It's a little constricting, no doubt.
Wow.
Constricting.
You
Choking
mean
you a little bit?
The ring or the concept?
Yeah, in more ways than one.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Boy, newlywed bliss.
There you go. Back from Hawaii, where you had to deal with 100-degree temperatures as opposed to the 80-degree temperatures here.
Yeah, I had a sweater on yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
Freezing.
Yes.
But he's looking so tan.
You had a good time there?
I did, yes.
Laid on the beach?
Correct. And by the pool.
Yes, by the pool. That's
They have
funny.
beaches there in Hawaii, right?
A couple.
Okay.
Those islands are round, right? So they go all the way around?
And how did you spend your summer vacation, Stephen?
Well, the excitement never stopped.
Right.
You can't even
think of it.
Yeah, we just code for it. Had to work for the storm.
Really. Yeah, well, a couple of games.
few games, right?
So that Lynn Dunn, was she still working there? Or no.
Oh, she's been gone for a while now.
They actually won a championship since her.
Yeah, we have.
Well, who's running
Ann
the damn
Donovan
show?
is the coach.
Oh, Ann Donovan, right?
Your 1983 Naismith winner.
Doesn't she look like she could be the runaway bride's mom with the bug eyes or what? Right? No?
A little bit.
Yes. She's a bug-eyed lesbo, Terry.
Wow, really?
And she's running the show there and doing quite well, I understand. Isn't that right?
They've won 6 in a row now.
All
Is that
right.
6 in a row?
Yeah.
Go Storm.
So they're going to make the playoffs or what?
Oh, yeah, they're second place now.
Oh, wow.
So
Tied for
have they clinched?
No, I mean,
I mean, a playoff spot.
I don't think that it's been clinched yet, but
You mean the playoff spot, David?
yeah,
Weren't they like in last place and you win like 6 games and now you're in first and second?
Second place.
That's what happens when you have 2 teams in a division.
right. They're still in second place, but they've won 6 in a row.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm excited.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the next
see his
game.
face.
When do the playoffs start?
I would assume at the end of the regular season.
Okay. I know you know, so why don't you just tell us?
Probably like Labor Day weekend, end of August.
Wow.
Cool.
Well, it's the end of August.
You don't know?
Well, I don't know the exact date, but it is actually before Labor Day weekend.
And the most important question of any asked so far, is this your last season as public address announcer, or is it not?
Oh, wow, that is an interesting question.
Jeez.
Well, they
Who
asked.
will we be making a cake for next year? In other words.
This whole Sonic staff's going to lose weight.
Yeah.
Steven, no more pastries around the office.
No more
What do they
baked
do?
goods. No more Kilbreath made pastries.
Wow.
Wow, but you should see the cake I'm making for the Seahawks.
Wow.
I want to see it.
Big helmet,
Whoa.
Well, I'm
cut right into it.
wondering what the answer to that question is. Should we listen to the PA announcements over the next bunch of games with a little bit of a heavy heart because you are in your final year of your lifetime contract?
Well, I mean, we will see how it goes. I'm sure if they ask me back, I'll be there again.
Really?
Are we
maybe.
negotiating right now or what?
My fingers are crossed. You never know what's going to happen.
Okay, that's the negotiation. Please, oh, please.
Right.
Oh, no, man.
Please give me $100 a game again next year.
Oh, gee.
Wow.
I say make an announcement. Hey, it's my last year. Pack in that friggin' Key Arena to the rafters.
Yeah, I think that would bring people in,
Right.
I'm sure.
Well, what do you must know if you're coming back or not. Are you coming back or not?
Well, I mean, you never know for sure what's going to happen, but...
No, they're not going to give you $5,000 a game, Stephen. So you're not coming back. We do know what will happen.
Are you quitting after this year or what?
You never know.
Quitter.
I mean,
Oh, wow.
Are you quitting or what?
should I hang my headphones up? My little headset?
You have a headset down there?
Oh, yeah. They say, please talk now.
There's someone talking in your ear?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's lots of people talking in my ear.
You hear voices?
They're right now.
Who's talking in your ear?
Oh, yeah.
That's 4 fingers, not try 5.
So at the game, they're talking in your ear. What, you can't figure out who made the shot? They have to tell you who
No,
made
no,
the
no,
shot?
no. They don't tell me stuff like that.
Oh, they tell you, like, who the...
Steven, where are you going after the game?
What are you
What are they
wearing?
saying in your
What are
ear?
you wearing?
What are you wearing? What are they saying in your ear if you have,
Well, I mean, they have-
someone talking in your ear?
They have people running spotlights. They've got people running lights, music, the scoreboard. Everything is going on all at the same time.
No, you said someone specifically talking in your ear.
Well, but I hear all of that. Yeah, I hear them when they say, it's time now to tell people not to smoke in Key Arena, and then I read that little thing,
Well, why can't the person who's saying in your ear tell them not to smoke in Key Arena?
Because they're not the PA announcer.
Well, it sounds
They're
like
the
they're
director.
Steven's PA announcer.
They're like the director of the
telling you.
show, There's a director of...
They don't have the golden pipes that it takes to do that.
Wow,
That's
that's
right.
what it is. It's the Kilbreath Golden Pipes.
The years of
Absolutely.
training, I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you have someone talking to you all through the game.
Yes.
Steven, this is your conscience.
It's hard to do like the intros because they're yelling at the spotlight people and everything, It's,
You're too good for this, Steven. You should be doing NBA, not WNBA.
well, if they felt that way, I probably would have had that job.
Wow.
Quit now, mid-game. Leave him in the lurch.
That's why you don't talk to me in the headset.
Well, don't be surprised if you hear my voice in the next game.
Oh, my God, can you imagine?
So I'm gonna just bash the dude who talks in Kilbreath's headset over the head, Terry.
Take a spot.
Take his spot, tie him to a locker. That would mean shove a cube sticker over his mouth, and then just start talking to Kilbreath during the game. See if he can make it through without any mental breakdown.
Ask all the ladies out there what they're wearing.
Yes.
A jersey.
Next time Lauren Jackson scores, don't say her name. Just say big, tall lesbian. Wow.
That means you'd have to go to a game, though.
Yeah, I'm out. That guy's safe.
The T-Man.
Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson crashed their way to the top of the box office this weekend.
Oh.
After 2 weeks at number 2,
Right.
Wedding Crashers moved up a notch to number 1. The comedy pulled in nearly $21 million.
Yes.
And Johnny Depp's version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory dropped to number 2. It earned another $16 million this weekend.
Man, that's not saying a lot since these movies have been out for like 9 weeks.
That seems like it.
Yeah,
And yet they're still at the top of the box office. They're saying movie sales are way down from past years because everyone is going over to Pasty Dave's house.
That's right.
It's a party.
Yes. Bad News Bears today, right?
Yeah.
And Sky High debuted at number 3. That's the movie about a high school for superheroes kids. It earned just under $15 million. I kind of think that looks funny.
Yeah, I saw Wedding Crashers.
Did you?
Really,
Funny?
really good.
Oh, jeez.
Boy,
Really,
two thumbs
really
up
good.
there.
I really liked it.
Well, it happens to be. I mean, you can't make a movie much funnier than that. Have you
yeah.
seen Wedding Crashers, Terry?
No.
Oh, well, then why are you trying to pretend like you know?
Well, I'm just saying.
I'm telling you.
She can only
Oh, you
imagine how
liked
good
it?
it is.
Yo.
Totally enjoyed it, huh?
Oh.
Good to know.
Even with Jaden crying in the next seat. Just like, hey,
This is
this
great.
is great, isn't it?
Was that his first movie?
No. His first movie was Crash.
I really enjoyed that one
Yes.
much better, huh?
He has reviews coming out online. I'm sure you can read them, Terry, and catch up.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Can't wait
It
for
might
them.
be too many big words, so I don't know. If James writing it, it might be tough.
Right. Now, Steven, did you see Wedding Crashers?
I did.
And your reaction to a movie that I said you can't make a movie much funnier is?
Well, no, I liked it. I enjoyed
All right,
it.
whatever.
It's a fine movie.
All right.
No crying babies next to me, so I was happy.
Oh, jeez. Well, you better be prepared, Steven, because you're a father-to-be, right?
Well, that's right.
That's right. I forgot about
I think he forgot as well.
that.
He's like, oh,
So your
child.
little sniveling comments about children now may need to be put on hold since you're going to have one.
Of your own.
That's true.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I at least, yes, recognize that people don't want to go to the movies and spend ridiculous movie prices to only be sitting next to a crying baby. That's why we go to like Tuesday matinees.
Me too. That's
When the theater,
my tradition.
well, you go anyway, even without a child, just because you like to eat by yourself.
right.
You don't want anyone to see how much you're downing there, but you'll probably realize that that's a safe time to take a baby to a movie. And if the 6 people in the theater complain, you just fight them.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. All right?
Well, I did go to...
But the point is, what was that now?
Well, I went to a movie last Tuesday, and it was
did-
free Popcorn Tuesday. So, I mean, it was like hillbilly heaven.
Mm-hmm.
My God.
Man.
So I got to eat alone
Yes.
for free.
Did you go to the movie alone?
I have gone to, yeah. Mm-hmm. Went to Mr. and Mrs. Smith alone. Actually, went to the Wedding Crashers alone.
You did.
That was my question. And the answer is yes, you went alone. You're sitting there laughing by yourself, eating free popcorn.
All drenched in butter.
Hey, Self,
No better way to be.
this is so funny, me. Yeah. Hey, Self, did you like that one?
How about Kilbreath?
Hey, self.
How about Kilbreath with so little to do during summer vacation that he goes to a movie by himself only because it's free Popcorn Tuesday?
That's crazy.
I guarantee
It
you.
is.
I guarantee you. Let me say it again.
At 10:45, by the way.
Oh, my God.
I guarantee that if it wasn't free Popcorn Tuesday, you would not have found him in that theater.
Right. You probably
Only because of the greatest promotion ever.
free popcorn.
A free Popcorn Tuesday to Kilbreath Ghosty Wedding Crashers.
Oh, my gosh.
True or not true?
Good times, yeah.
Great oldies. All right. Well,
But
that's
$4.25 for a Diet Coke.
what's enough?
Ridiculous.
$4.25 for. He actually paid for his Diet Coke.
Yes, free popcorn, but the
Jeez.
the sweet tarts cost you $15.30. Okay, well that makes sense.
Oh
Anyway,
my goodness. By himself.
theater's incarnation. Let me tell you. Like you wouldn't have been alone in the theater anyway if you went on a Friday night.
Hey, we're going to the picture show tonight.
Yeah, here I got a moving picture deal over there, Incarnation. On the main drag. Carnation.
Wow.
Oh, man. It's kind of scary to have a kid out in Carnation, I would think, Stephen. I mean, that's kind of like...
Yeah, that's a far drive in, isn't it? To the
That's kind of
hospital?
like the Shining kind of situation. The deserted, remote location that is Carnation with all the trees and the wind blowing and the woods and the coyotes howling.
Ow.
To have a kid
Yeah.
just staring at you. Before you know it, whether you like it or not, he's Red Robin and... I don't know, man.
Well, hopefully I won't hack up the family, and then we won't get to that point, so...
I live in a main town kind of area. You live in a one-horse little dilly. But anyway, I don't know. That's kind of... I don't know if I would have had a kid if I lived in that...
Rural of an area?
Well, rural is even...
That's all you do out there is have kids.
All right.
Wow.
If you say so.
They're the ones who take care of the house, man.
How would you know? The houses are 3 miles apart. You can't tell what your neighbors are doing. You gonna be all right out there with you, your wife, and the kid?
I hope so.
Oh, don't forget about his
Hey,
kids.
Alan?
His kid's imaginary friend.
I had them growing up
That's,
too, you
that's
know?
what I'm saying. It's not your own kid you got to worry about. It's his imaginary friend, Stephen, that's going to come after you. And no one to hear your screams for help.
Tony, the imaginary friend, tells him to do weird things.
Right!
My imaginary friends were all nice.
Oh, they still are. Anyhow, oh, maybe not. Anyhow, Campbell wouldn't agree. Yeah. Well, I just want to make sure you know what you're getting into there.
I think we're fine.
All right.
Your dad's trying to come between us.
Finish him now.
Do we know what we're having yet? Do you know what you're having? What
Okay.
sex? A baby?
Wow,
we don't.
Terry's making like she's carrying this child.
Well,
used to it.
I know. Just, you know.
She's used to saying,
What
like,
are we having?
You don't know yet, Stephen?
We do not know.
The minute you know, you'll tell us, of course.
I will tell you.
Yeah, so we can put a face to the situation, at least to some degree.
Yeah.
Then we can name her, or him.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. He'll be all for us naming the child. Yeah.
Corey Feldman Kilbreth.
God, that kind of flows.
Yes.
Whoa.
Terry, what else is going on in this world, please?
Oh, still some more news for you about Jude Law and his whole nanny escapade.
I'm not sure I'm ready for the Jude Law
Oh,
update,
okay. Do you
Terry.
wanna
We're just
not talk
fresh
about
back from a very lengthy summer vacation.
I know.
Jude Law,
jeez.
Screwed the nanny before we went on vacation, Terry.
Yes.
Still dealing with the repercussions since?
He is. Because you know that his fiance, or we don't even know if she's his fiance anymore.
Right.
Because she doesn't even talk to him now.
Well, that'd be a pretty solid sign that she may not be the fiance anymore. Because, Terry, last I checked, the fiance really is required to speak to the other fiance.
I understand that, but I mean,
You can't
to break up with one, you have to speak to him, so, you know.
So you have to inform him, make it official.
Right.
So I see what you're saying.
So no word yet, whether or not it's been official.
But she's not speaking to him still.
No.
Best part about this whole thing, and Hopscotch, you may have been in Hawaii when this happened. You may have been, like, getting that married thing done.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, right. Jude Law screwed his nanny for a month, came out and made a public statement apologizing to his fiancée, who since hasn't given him any word of whether it was an acceptable apology or whatever the case may be. But the best part was, in that apology, he pointed out that the reason he had sex with the nanny is because she was so unattractive.
Yes. And no ambitions in life.
Right, and she had no ambition.
He's doing our favor, kind of, right?
Well, he's obviously so embarrassed that when the pictures came out of how bad she looked, that he was trying to soften the blow, if you will. He was trying to smooth it out before people could react to it. It's called preemptive damage control.
Ah.
At least that's what I call it.
Okay.
He put it in a statement so that when people actually, if he didn't put anything like that in a statement, then the pictures come out of the nanny and people are like, oh man, she's not even pretty. What is Jude Law doing? She's ugly. But he softened the blow.
He did, yes.
Kind of like she did before they were discovered, Terry. He softened the blow in his apology by saying, one of the reasons I had sex with her is because she's not attractive.
Right.
Yeah.
So that way, when you see the picture, you're like, oh, yeah, just like he said, not attractive.
Exactly.
Yeah. We used to all say that.
Kind of gets you prepared.
Right.
But he was so self-conscious about her being so unattractive, he had to put some kind of warning statement, if you will, Terry, in his apology. The guy is just in shambles right now.
Yeah,
It's
he is.
beautiful.
Burning bridge after bridge.
Pretty much.
No one will hear your screams for help, Stephen. When this imaginary friend comes after you with a butcher knife.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's right. They could cut the phone line. Cell phones don't work out there.
Oh, my gosh.
What do you mean cut the lines? They don't work anyway. You gonna be all right?
I think I'll be fine, yeah.
Man.
Not too
I mean,
worried.
this is the foundation of horror movies. Husband and wife having a child in a deserted neighborhood such as yours with the big trees that fall down in windstorms. Aren't you still picking up the twigs from that 3-year-ago windstorm?
Yeah, it seems like it never
Ice
stops.
storm.
Or was it
Yeah.
ice storm?
It was an ice storm. Yes.
Without the key party.
It wasn't like it was in the movie, was it?
That's why you went home so quick, huh?
But hey, no one had to die at the end.
That's true.
Right? That's just something you haven't told us.
Not that I know
In
of.
the ice storm, somebody dies at the end, right?
I don't recall.
And a star was born. Not just one star, actually, in that movie. 2 stars born in that movie. Terry, can you name those stars for $100?
Terry.
No, I cannot.
I'm offering you $100
I
to name the 2 stars born in the movie The Ice Storm.
Just one. Come on.
No clue.
Look at Kendall, the intern.
I know. She's
the
raising
hot
the old
patroller.
hand over there.
Raising the no, that's the old hand. That's the young hand.
Oh, yeah, the young, but
Right.
second hottest hand.
Wow.
Should be the third hottest hand.
Terry obviously is at the throat and right back at you between Kendall and Terry. It's just really unfortunate that a 40 and 20-year-old woman have to go at it like this. Kendall, 2 stars born in the movie The Ice Storm. Have you seen the movie The Ice Storm?
No, but I.
Oh, geez. So you're talking. I don't have her mic on. I'm sorry.
okay.
What was that now?
No, I don't. I've never seen the movie, but I think I know the stars.
Be really embarrassing for you.
What?
I guess not. If you were to get him wrong.
Toby Maguire,
That's one.
Katie Holmes.
Give that girl $100. Collect.
I've
collect.
never even seen it.
Offered you
Oh, okay.
Now,
She just raised her hand. to
how did
answer.
you know if you hadn't seen it?
Because I keep up on my movie trivia.
Mm-hmm. Well, it wasn't movie trivia until I just made it movie trivia.
Oh,
So how'd you know it was going to be movie trivia?
well, it's a factoid, so.
Oh, it was a factoid.
Wow.
Now, I can't argue that it was a factoid, Terry. Not just a fact.
You have to know these things. They could pop up at any time.
Wow. I bet you've said that a couple times in your life.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Things are popping up all over for her.
Oh, yes! Terry, obviously resentful that she couldn't get the answer, but Kendall could, is now at her throat again.
Oh,
Standing on her vein, your jugular vein right now.
Yes. It certainly is not just a fact, but a factoid, Kendall.
Yeah.
And good job making sure you had that factoid secured a long time ago so that you could regurgitate it right here on the program now. Well done.
Thank you.
Katie Holmes, Terry.
Oh,
her
wow.
first movie
Really? Did
was
not
The
know
Ice
that.
Storm. Tobey Maguire, his first notable movie was The Ice Storm. Stephen, am I right about this?
Well, you're right about Katie Holmes.
Well, it
That was
wasn't
even before Dawson's Creek.
I'm not saying that it was Tobey Maguire's first movie. I said first notable movie.
No, I'm looking right now.
Oh.
I had it up on Katie Holmes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was Katie Holmes. It was her coming out party, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Not Toby's, but first notable movie for sure.
That's what I said. First
Yes, no,
notable movie.
I'm agreeing with you.
Was it
Gee
in-
whiz.
Well, you kind of made it like you were correct.
He was in this boy's life.
Well, he had like one line in that movie.
Right, it wasn't notable.
That's why I said his first notable movie.
Right, no, I agree.
Oh, it's so good to know that coming back from vacation, we all can still get along.
I said it was Katie Holmes' first movie and Tobey Maguire's first notable movie.
Oh, that's right, T-Man.
I know my factoids.
I used to take factoids in high school to get stronger. Never worked though.
Well,
Wow.
there you go.
All right.
Lost down $100, Terry.
I did.
But you got a good zinger in on Kendall there.
Oh, boy.
Okay, you're right.
The T-Man.
Jennifer Aniston memorabilia pulled off of eBay.
Oh.
Her former teen fling withdrew his auction of cards and pictures.
Yeah.
He apparently got word from her people
Right.
that she didn't want him to do it. And when her people calls,
Well,
you listen.
probably not only got word, Terry, he got a nice big cash settlement.
Oh, money always talks.
This is Jennifer Aniston's boyfriend before Friends.
Well, before
she was a
famous,
star.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Terry's not convinced that Friends made her famous. So before Friends is what I'm
Yes.
saying. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Because I said before Friends, and you said no, before she was famous. Friends made her famous, right?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Terry was not a big fan of Friends.
No, I
So-
wasn't.
So Friends didn't make her famous in your eyes.
No, I really, I mean,
All right.
There were no Asian friends.
Understand. There was one Asian friend for a minute there.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Ross's girlfriend, right?
But then they realized she was Asian. They kicked her ass out.
So, wait a minute, come on.
The song was "I'll Be There for You" long time.
As long as you're not black or Asian.
right.
So, wow, this dude dated Jennifer Aniston and had like
Love letters and cards and stuff from her.
and was about to put him on eBay, and then was contacted by Jennifer Aniston's people who said, "Hey, dude, just had a tough enough year. Take $1 million, call it a day."
Yeah.
Probably.
We'll buy everything you have. What's your price? We'll burn it.
Yes. That's got to be a good situation for him. Mm-hmm. Get rich off the fact that you were doinking Jennifer Aniston before she was famous, Terry. Let me see if I could figure out who's going to be the next big star so we can pound away. And
Wow.
yes. Get rich that way.
I think they paid him in the PayPal account.
Kendall, you going to be a big star? Nah. All right. Any chance of that?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Any chance of that, Kendall?
Probably not.
Oh! But Jackie will be.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there you go. Get her done. What's that now, Terry? What do you have there?
Well, I have some news.
No Jude Law stuff. Save
No
that. I don't want to hear about Jude Law.
Okay.
Yes.
How about this?
right.
News about Naomi Campbell and Kid Rock.
Yeah, how about that? Talk
Supposedly
about
having casual relations.
Get her done.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kid Rock, man.
All over.
Still making it happen. Naomi Campbell, nice get. Even
Yeah.
though she's kind of old school, nice get.
Yeah, but supposedly, too, she's a little witch, man.
She's a little,
She's a little feisty, a little,
little witch.
yeah. Well, she's...
She fights back.
Yeah, well, she's kind of difficult, I guess,
She
to
means
deal
bitch.
with. Well, yeah, witch, bitch, whatever.
Oh, jeez.
Both apply.
Right?
You can't say witch without saying sand in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not for you, but
So,
but supposedly, I mean, there's been stories in tabloids and
that they're having
papers that.
casual rough sex.
Well, no, yeah, I don't know, probably rough. I would
Yes.
assume, but yeah.
Come on, you don't think Naomi Campbell loves rough sex?
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Look at those legs.
Yeah.
You kidding me? Those are built for rough sex.
Okay.
Kick Kid Rock in the back of the head. Mm-hmm.
Bring it on, baby.
Yes. Kid Rock have an album out over the past year or two?
Not sure.
Just floating around, partying, making it happen, getting it.
Living off 2 songs.
Wow, gotta love it.
Must be nice.
Yes. All right.
Also have some news for you. There's a rumor about Charlie Sheen and Denise Richards supposedly trying to work it out. Of course, his reps are saying, oh, that's not true. But,
well, they're at the point now where they look around saying, yeah,
not much else out here
not
for
much
us.
else going on for us.
Got 2 kids with each other. Why not?
Might as well try to work this thing out.
Right.
I'll be nicer.
I'll only sleep with 2 hookers this month.
Right. And I'll only sit downstairs and gamble online for an hour.
And I'll only have rough sex with those hookers if they have really long Naomi Campbell legs. And she said, okay, it's a deal. Well, that's nice. When you have 2 kids, Terry, you should try to work it out unless you can't work it out.
Sure.
Right?
Right.
Okay, that's T-Man's rule number. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's one of the rules. Try to work it out until you can't work it out.
Hold on, I'm writing that down. Hang on.
Yes. What else? Real quick, what do you got?
I got some news about Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. Apparently, the Star tabloid has been running a story about Demi being pregnant for the last couple of months.
Right.
Supposedly she was 5 months pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Now the National Enquirer is reporting that she has lost the baby.
Wow!
So,
But she's what? Claiming she never had a baby?
well, yeah.
She had a baby,
Her
Terry.
and Ashton are saying, all these stories about us getting married.
She was pregnant.
Well.
This is what happened. She's an old woman. Couldn't carry that's. Hey, Terry, you're a freak of nature. Don't look like you can't understand.
Nature.
You were a woman who were able to make it happen, but most 40-year-old women out there, Terry, they have a tough time carrying a child. She lost the child.
And like I said, she was supposed to be supposedly 5 months
You
pregnant.
got a real mind for the business, Terry.
I guess so.
But Demi Moore had trouble at age 40 carrying that Ashton Kutcher baby for 9 months.
Yeah.
That's a sad situation, but she said, don't tell me she wasn't pregnant. She was pregnant. I know. I was there.
What? You rubbed the belly?
Well, I'm here,
Right.
which is like there,
Okay.
and I know that she was pregnant, and I don't care how much they deny that she was pregnant. That's why I haven't seen Ashton Kutcher lately, because he's crying, he's sad, it's troubling, Terry.
Yes.
He's a very sensitive and emotional dweeb, Terry.
Kind of guy.
And this is a sad time for him, but hey, they can try again.
Sure.
She's going to be 41 maybe the next time she gets knocked up by him, Terry. How old is she now exactly, Stephen?
Born in 1962.
62?
Whoa.
So she's over 40.
Yeah.
What was she thinking? Trying to carry a child for 9 months at her tender age.
Maybe
Terry.
you're just happy with the 3 you have.
Terry, you need to put out a DVD.
DVD?
Make a lot of money on it.
Make a fortune. You got a real mind for the business.
Why don't I just carry everybody's baby
Now,
for
Terry,
them?
I took major hits to my financial situation when you were able to push out that child or 2.
2, yeah.
Yes, 2. And even though, I mean, it was a struggle, you got it done.
I got it done.
Got out mind for the business. After I had told you how difficult it was going to be, you learned that we were both kind of right in that situation.
Yes, it
You
was
were right
difficult.
that you could get it done.
Yes.
I was right that it was going to be like torture.
Yes.
And you have the bed sore scar still to prove
Oh,
it.
absolutely do.
Someone else's blood in your system.
Okay.
You got some
11 of those.
That's right.
You got 11 different people's blood running through your system. You're like an unbelievable blood cocktail.
Right. Shaken, not stirred.
Oh, we've heard that, Terry.
After the 11th one, they say, well, we don't have any fresh blood. Well, just put this in there.
Just recycle it, okay?
Catch up, it's close enough.
Here's some alligator blood. Take that. Man, but Terry, through it all, got it done. As 2 beautiful toddlers now, right, Terry?
Well,
Toddlers.
he's almost walking, yes.
They're not toddlers until they're trying to walk or something, right?
Right. Until they're toddling.
Well, if they're walking, they're not toddling anymore. So
Well, he's attempting to, I
that's
guess.
a toddler.
Well,
Tempting and falling over is toddling.
When do they move from baby to toddle?
Oh, jeez. I'm just making that clear right now.
Just when they start getting up to walk.
Are you listening to the program?
No, I was.
Are you on a 7-second delay? up
I'm
there?
writing it down, so I know
play
these
it back
things.
for him, would you?
When they make an attempt to walk, I guess technically, and then they toddle over.
Yeah. Or toddle
Kinda
to
like-
you for a minute.
Hot shot never any night walking to his car.
Right.
Sideways.
Right. He's a toddler. They'd be toddlers.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
What do they become teenagers?
Oh, jeez.
Already he's moving ahead.
So they're about a year old.
What?
Your children,
Yeah,
right?
they
They're doing well, Terry.
They're doing awesome.
Do they know what you went through to make sure you had them?
Oh, I'm sure I'll remind them as they get older.
I'm sure you will, as they bang on their door to get out to see some daylight.
Right.
Let us out of here! You introduced to your other children? Oh, yes, she did.
Yeah, that's right. Terry's will be like, oh, heck yeah.
Coming from behind another locked door. Oh, yes, she did. Well, that's terrific, Terry.
Yeah.
But for Demi Moore, not as terrific an ending to the story that was her carrying a child, Terry. And it's a shame that she has to now come out and deny it, because I know she was pregnant. I was there.
Yeah, she was telling the New York Daily News that,
That it was a lie?
Yeah.
That she was never pregnant?
Right, and then all the marriage and the miscarriage and pregnancy
crap.
crap is all from the tabloids.
Bull
I'm like,
crap.
Can you believe that crap?
Bull crap. Now, I can understand her being upset, but you know what? She doesn't have to come out and lie.
Well,
She was pregnant,
okay.
and unfortunately, she lost Ashton's baby.
Mm-hmm. She did. I'll try and get that DVD out.
Yes. Demi could use it,
helpful.
Terry. So many Hollywood lies. I can't take it, Terry.
Is that all Hollywood is?
Demi also says she's never had work done on herself.
It's true.
All right? Just a tabloid fabrication.
Right.
This is the real me. Untouched by a cosmetic surgeon's hand.
Right.
Yeah, I just never wanted to be hot till now.
Right. I work out hard all the time.
Right. Now, it's hard for me to be this lambasting, Terry, when the reality is she lost a child. But don't lie. Come on.
Right. Okay.
Man, it's happened to a lot of women out there. At least Brooke Shields comes out and faces the facts.
Yes.
She's willing to embarrass herself, knowing that it'll make some women out there be able to relate and feel a little bit better, or at least more comfortable with their situation.
Mm-hmm. True.
But to me, it has to be some big lying bitch here. What the hell?
Big lion bitch.
Man.
Maybe because
If she's going to lie, she should lie about screwing Ashton. That's something she should lie about.
Nope, just friends.
Yeah, where's the nope, just friends line if you're going to be a liar?
You the guy from that 70s show? You're doing him? Jeez.
Well.
maybe it's his reality of going, God, I really am screwing an old bitch.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Easy now, Terry. Don't put that in the DVD, all right?
The T-Man. Cube 93's...
Wait a minute. Wait. That's what I'm thinking. What are we giving away? Summer Jam tickets here?
Oh, wait.
What are we
Jam on
doing?
6?
Why are we playing this? What are we doing? That's what I'm thinking, Terry. I know Summer Jam is past because, wait a minute, I was there! So what are we doing here? Prize sheet. Where's the prize sheet? Let's see here. Oh, look at the prize sheet. It says here we're giving away a rim job, Terry.
Really?
Basically, yes. It says spin the rim to win. I don't know what this means. I don't want to read this morning, dude. I'm fresh off a summer vacation that was only a week long. Please, pasty. What am I doing? What am I giving away here?
We have got a pair of tickets to the Cube 93 Global Import and Domestic Car Show going on at the Tacoma Dome Saturday the 17th of September.
Thank you, Roddy.
Woo,
Let me tell
good
you, Terry.
job.
This is everything I despise about radio right here. What do we have to give away there, Pastela?
You also have a chance to qualify to
Right.
spin that rim.
Spin the rim.
Woo!
And win 93
So we are
grand.
giving away a rim job.
Oh,
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
yeah, kind of.
93,000 though.
All right, Steven, spin the rim. Go ahead. Let her rip.
Oh, the rim?
Yes, give it a whirl. Oh, wow, sounds a lot like a wheel, Terry.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Okay, all right, easy enough. Yeah, blow my ears out. Okay, very well done. What am I doing? I can just turn them off whenever I want, Terry. I have that power.
Oh, man. He's still going.
Still going, yes. Should I check him again?
Yeah.
Check him again?
Oh, please do.
He's starting to peter.
Check him again. Oh, jeez. Check him again?
Oh, wow.
Definitely petered. The rims do that to me.
All right, so whatever Pasty said, that's what we're giving away.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
What is it again now, Pasty?
Cube 93, the global import and domestic car show at the Tacoma Dome this September 17th.
Global and domestic,
Yeah.
because global does not cover domestic.
Oh.
Guess not.
You can take your Chevy now.
This country is not in the world. Huh? Oh, no, whatever. Here's Vinny the Pooch making his first appearance after summer vacation after being a few minutes late, and Kendall, the Howl Patroller, calling him out for being late, Terry. I wouldn't have even noticed that he was late, Terry. It was a few minutes after 7 o'clock, and Vinny the Pooh apparently was not here in the studio.
Oh, wow.
So here chimes in Kendall, the hot patroller, the intern to the Stars, Terry, making it clear to all of us in the studio that Vinny the Pooh was late, calling him out.
Wow.
Vinny.
You aware of that, Vinny the Pooh, that you have Kendall calling out when you're a couple of minutes late to work?
I hear that.
Clocking you.
All I'm saying is you're not here at 7:02, and she's like, "Where's Vinny?"
I understand it. Would you like to explain?
Would you like to explain that, Kendall, why you had to call out a fellow colleague for being a couple minutes late? Would you like to be called out when you're a couple minutes late?
I was just worried about him because he's usually here 20 minutes early.
Oh, just worried about him.
So is that why you said it in that fashion? Where's Vinny?
I was like, where's Vinny? Where's he at?
That was not the tone, by the way.
Oh, yes, it was.
How was that, Hot Shot?
Why would you call out a fellow coworker like that? But the bottom line is, you guys better be aware. You better be here on time to not get paid.
That's right.
Both of you. Keep that in mind. Don't forget it.
Yeah, we're not paying good money.
Yeah.
You better be here on time.
We're not paying you good money to be late. All right?
We'll be aware of that next time, too.
You both better show up on time. Now, I don't think it's necessary to be called out by a fellow colleague.
Right.
When you're not on time, Terry.
I agree.
Well, you'll agree with anything that's against Kendall, Terry. She's half your age. Wow.
She could be my daughter.
Oh, Jace.
Oh, man.
Kendall likes that, Terry.
I know.
Anyhow.
So why does Vinny have to get here at 7? I mean, when do we get that deal?
Vinny the Pooh has a special deal that he's allowed to arrive an hour late because after the show's over, Stephen, Vinny the Pooh has to stay for many hours.
Yeah, that's true. I won't trade that
Sorting
in.
the mail.
To sort the mail.
Forget I said anything. Dump.
Oh, geez.
Whoa.
And to do very trivial tasks for Sue the Controller. So he's allowed to show up at 7. That's the deal he has worked out. But
Then he works for Eric and the Nighttime Players.
as Kendall very prominently pointed out, he's not supposed to be here at 7:02.
True.
He's supposed to be here at 7.
Well, dock the time card.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
How much would
You have to give
tours
us
cost anyway?
$7 an hour today. Vinny the Pooh.
Oh, yes, sir, Bob.
Does it bother you a little bit that you were called out?
It does. Like, why would you call me out?
Is there anything you need to do to smooth it out or not smooth it out or respond to the
I'm
situation?
trying to think if I should, like, leave it alone or maybe should I get back at her?
Do you need some time?
You need some time. You don't think about it.
I mean, looks like he just woke up.
And this is delaying me giving away a rim job here. You realize that, right?
Wow.
Why were you? Why were you?
Nice.
Why were you about 4 minutes late this morning?
There was a little bit of traffic on the street, right?
Now, shouldn't traffic be factored into your commute to work when you're on the way to make no money?
No, of course.
You would think, huh?
Right.
You get up a little earlier knowing that, hey, it's Monday morning.
I had to move one of the promotional vehicles out of the garage.
Oh, so you could have been here at 7, but you had to move one of the vehicles.
Yeah, and then if I wouldn't have done that when I did, I'd have got yelled at.
By Sue the Controller.
Yeah.
Of course.
And you'd rather be yelled at by Sue the Controller than by Kendall the Hot Patroller.
Actually, I'd rather be yelled at by Kendall, but
Yeah,
it still doesn't make it any better. I'll leave it alone. Just make sure it doesn't happen again.
Right.
Wow.
So you're not gonna let it affect your relationship.
They have a relationship?
Well, I mean, everyone has a relationship in some capacity, Terry.
Ah, yes, that's true.
I don't like her, to tell you the truth.
Oh, jeez. That in itself is a relationship. Now, why wouldn't you like Kendall? Is she just a little
friend
too?
wouldn't call me out that quick.
Is
If
she
it
a
was
little
like
too-
7:35, then you could be like, "Where's Vinny?" But not when it's 7:02. You see me running down the hallway. Where's Vinny?
She locks the door.
Yeah. Where is he?
Pulls the shade down over.
So you have some questions about her character?
Yeah, like what would make you say that?
Oh, jeez.
You do not trust or believe in me that I'll get here at
a great question demanding a response. Kendall, he wants to know, something. I can't remember the question.
Yeah,
It was a good one.
What
Yeah.
was the question?
It was a great one. Why would you call him out like that? What, you don't believe in him or something like that? Some
Yeah.
kind of crap like that? What was your answer to that?
I must have been out of my mind. I was just honestly worried where he was. I miss
thought he was
him. We
gonna
haven't
be
seen him
late.
very much.
When you worry out loud like that, it calls attention to the fact that he's late for work. I didn't even realize he was late until you made some reference to it. So you want to, maybe this is a lesson to learn for the rest of your life. Think before you speak.
Oh, no. Come on.
I need to work on that one, I guess. I'll keep that in mind for a later date.
Okay.
Jeez.
Now, of course, what's very interesting about Kendall's life, amongst all the other things, Terry,
Yeah?
is that she's going to study abroad.
Oh.
What's her name?
For 4 months, starting in January. She's going to Italy.
Wow, nice.
Is that right, Kendall?
That is right. I'm very excited about it.
In January?
Uh-huh.
You're going from January to, like, what, April or May?
Yeah, whole semester.
Whole
There in
semester.
Florence, Italy.
In Florence, Terry. She's gonna be
Nice.
studying abroad. She realized this is a great opportunity to have sex with a lot of men and not have her reputation soiled at all.
Oh, spicy meatballs.
I say meatballs.
Big linguine with clam sauce.
Oh, man.
Tell me that's not the best part about it.
Well,
Kendall.
that can't happen. I'm going with a lot of friends from school.
Yeah, like they're going to be with you 24/7.
And you all have a
Well,
pact.
I am living with my best friend from Arizona, so.
Really? How many
Yeah.
people are going to study abroad?
Well, I know that my best friend and I are going, and we're being roommates, and then there's about 4 guys from one of the fraternities that we're good friends with. So.
Benny. And so total about 6 people are going?
That I know of, but I'm sure there's going to be much more.
Yes.
From
You hear her
school.
purring just talking about it, Terry.
Oh, yeah.
She knows she can slip off into the outskirts, whatever, of Florence and just find some random strapping Italian men and do what she pleases.
Oh, meet
that's
the Leaning Tower.
Oh, gee.
Boy.
Easy, Stephen.
Well, it must be nice to
I
have
thought you were
rich
supposed
parents.
to be my defender.
Wow. Nice. Good
Yeah.
job. You can drive a little moped. That's what everyone rides there in Florence.
That's what I'm excited about. That'll be fun. Have one
Everyone-
of those little Vespas going around the city.
Just, everyone rides a moped to work, Terry.
Wow, imagine that.
A moped.
Moped.
Do you know Italian, or is that
Not a
part of the
word.
deal? Oh.
Ciao.
She'll learn quick.
Oh, I'm
Mamma
sure she
mia.
will.
Yeah.
I go to the Olive Garden all the time.
How about like burrito? Is that a word?
Arrivederci. Hearing that
Should be a good time.
wow. Well done. I'm
Yeah.
excited for you.
That's very
Me
exciting.
too.
Now, we're setting the over-under on how many Italian men you have sex with at, what should we set it at, Kendall? I say
0?
11. Oh, 0. Well, that's no fun for betting purposes.
But according to her, it will be 0. And how can we verify?
Well, Terry's making it clear that Kendall has set herself up in the perfect situation. If only Terry had thought of that.
Well, I mean, I didn't point that out. You did, of
Terry
course, by
could've-
bringing up the fact that she is going abroad.
If only you had thought that you could have gone abroad, Terry, you could have turned out a completely different person.
I could
Because
have.
Kendall is able to come back to the States with the slate wiped clean
That
for
is
all
true.
for all she does in Italy. No one will know.
No, you're right.
The problem when you study in Pullman.
I know. Damn it. I thought that was abroad.
She makes it seem
Allegedly. Studying Pullman.
she makes it seem like she's got these friends who are going to be watching over her shoulder. But last I checked, Italy's a pretty sizable country.
I would say so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Kendall will be able to do as she pleases and come back with a completely intact reputation, whether she does nothing or does the nasty every hour of every day.
I have a boyfriend. I won't be.
Easy now.
Yeah. Let's see. He's
I'm
in
dying to go out of the country
Arizona.
So my point is, Terry, if you could have gone abroad
Hey.
and done all you did in your life overseas with no one able to chart what was going on,
Right.
you could have come back and been whoever you wanted to be, and you could have turned out a completely different person.
Could have.
This is my son, Tony.
Are you excited there, Kendall?
So excited.
Wow.
I just got accepted to the university on Friday, and
The University of what? Of Italy?
yeah, I don't know the name. Something I can't pronounce
Italy
yet.
U?
I guess
Italy State. I couldn't get into Italy.
You just learned about it on the internet.
Italy State's a little cheaper? Okay. Good football team?
oh yeah.
I'm excited for you. You
Is
don't
it
know
soccer over there?
What's the name of the school you got accepted to?
No, I honestly don't know how to pronounce it. Something that starts with a V, has a D in there somewhere.
Boy,
D in there.
I guess I'll learn how to say it when
Venereal
I get
Disease
over there.
University?
Oh.
Okay, we're very excited for you. I'm sure Vinny the Pooh, the most excited of anyone. Now he could show up late and have no one call him out!
That's right.
Terry, we have some giving away to do here.
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm. Let's see who wants to have the rim spun. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah, we're not giving away much here, but you are the winner.
Thank you.
Wow. No struggle, no get to know. Just
Well, I mean, what are we giving away? Are we giving away a lot? I can't
A chance to win $93,000.
Yeah, $93,000.
Oh, who's going to win that? Come on.
Me?
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Who are you? You sound kind of
Laura.
old.
Kind of what?
Kind of
I
old.
am old. I'm an old girl.
How old are you?
43.
Oh, Lord. Worse than I thought. And
second oldest person I know.
You sure you're going to be able to spin the rim and not break your hip?
I promise.
Okay. And you are excited to be a part of this now global import car show?
I sure am.
Lying on one of those cars with your 43-year-old hot-ass body?
Yeah. Okay.
Where are you from?
Seattle.
And what's your name again?
Laura.
Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been to a car show before?
I have.
You enjoy those?
I did.
What do you get out of it?
I got free tickets.
What have you gotten out of the car shows you've been to in the past?
Well, just really not much. Just looking at the nice cars that I can't afford.
She used to model on the Studebaker.
Yes.
Really hot laying across the hood of that thing.
Wow. Turtle waxing the horse and buggy.
Yeah.
Well, we're very excited for you.
Well, thank you. I'm excited.
Now it is a complete car show, knowing that Laura from Seattle,
Yes.
a 43-year-old winner, is a part of the show, Terry.
Good deal.
And she could be spinning that rim and having it land on that one very small square for $93,000. Are you kidding me?
All right. Way to go. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
I'm very excited for you.
Well, thank you. I'm excited myself.
Is that right?
I am. I just got in a car accident. I need a new car.
So you're going to buy one there? What?
Now I have to buy my own.
Okay.
Hopefully
makes a
I
lot
can
of
just
sense.
spin the rim and win.
Well, stranger things have happened. No, actually, this would be the strangest. I changed my mind.
Yeah,
this
take
would be
that
the
one back.
strangest thing that's ever happened. But you never know.
You never know.
No, you do know. It's not that. Laura,
Yes.
I'm going to put you on the line with the pastiest of Daves.
Thank you much.
Believe me, when it comes to all Daves in the global import car world, he's the pastiest of them all.
Wonderful.
Okay. And he's going to give you information on all that you've won.
Thank you.
Okay. Hang on the line.
I sure will.
Oh, I know you will.
Wow. Congratulations.
Looking for Laura.
Oh, unnecessary and gross, Terry.
Jeez.
2 words come to mind.
Yes.
Unnecessary and gross.
Looking for a model for my Magnum. Someone to lay across it in a bikini.
It's all you need in a phone conversation is 2 heavy breathers talking back and forth. That's what you have with Laura and the pastiest of Davids.
You still pasty after the summer break?
Don't you remember reading that in the Bible, Terry? The pastiest of Davids?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's the chapter right in there.
The T-Man.
Could Denise and Charlie be getting back together?
Oh.
Inside TV Magazine is reporting the two are now seeing a marriage counselor.
Hey.
We've even heard buzz Sheen moved back in with Richards. Richards filed for divorce back in March, just before giving birth to their second child.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, maybe getting back together, Terry. We talked about that earlier, didn't we?
Yes, we
You
did.
tried to tell me about Jude Law earlier. You wanted
Yes,
to give
I
me.
did.
You wanted to give me an update on that scandalous situation. Jude Law and the nanny making sweet love for over a month in time, while his fiance had no clue as to what was going on.
Right. It was the son that busted him, though.
The son, what?
Walked in on
Right.
Jude and the nanny going
Yes.
at it.
Is that the update you wanted to give me? I
No,
thought I
no,
already
no,
knew
no,
that.
no.
What's-
I already told you that.
Right.
Right.
So what's the latest?
The
What's
latest,
the greatest?
though,
Yes.
is that Jude Law is now blaming his ex-wife, Sadie Frost.
Sadie Frost.
For not keeping the nanny quiet about the whole situation.
So the duct tape should have been put over the nanny's mouth as soon as Sadie Frost found out about it. What's the deal? Jude Law wanted it kept in the family.
Yeah,
and Sadie Frost is the one who told everybody.
Well, actually, no. What
She's
happened?
the one who opened her big stupid yap. Is basically what he's saying. Is that right?
Well, no. Actually, it was the nanny who went to the media. However, it was Sadie
who encouraged her to do it.
No, who actually had the nanny sign a confidentiality agreement that only included her. That only encompassed Sadie. It did not include Jude.
Back in the day. When she was hired.
Yes, when she was hired.
She signed a confidentiality agreement that
only
didn't cover Jude's ass.
Right.
So he's blaming her for not incorporating more into that confidentiality agreement. Then she wouldn't have been able to go to the media.
Right.
I see.
Exactly.
The complexities of Hollywood.
Or he could not screw her.
No, that was never an option. Had to screw her. She was just too unattractive not to screw.
Yeah. And had no ambition in life, so, why not?
Is that really what he said? That she was so unattractive, or she wasn't attractive, that's why I had sex with her?
Yeah, it was something like that. It was something to the effect that she not only was not attractive, but she was also had no ambition to, she didn't have
pictures have come out of the nanny, and she's not ugly by any means,
she's not ugly, but she's not like Hollywood beautiful.
Right. So
I guess that's what it is.
He was so embarrassed that those pictures were going to come out, and people were just going to say, why did he screw her? That he did damage control ahead of time by making that statement.
Yes.
I know what he was thinking, Terry. As I pointed out earlier, he wanted to immediately end that moment where you looked at her picture and been like, oh, I thought she'd be hotter. What is Jude doing?
Right.
He made you aware up front. Okay, when you see the pictures of her, you're going to notice she's not that hot.
Right.
So don't think I don't know that.
Right. I'm acknowledging she wasn't hot. Right. So...
And then you think to yourself, after Jude makes that statement, oh, she's not that bad.
Right. So when you picture the Elephant Man.
Right. So his damage control works out.
Yeah.
Not that bad. I love chicks that aren't that bad.
She's doable. And he did do her, so okay.
He did her for a solid month there. Yeah. Little Jude. Hey, Jude. Don't be a fool. All right. Anyhow.
Well, he was.
Right.
Probably heard your liner. Pay the babysitter and...
Pay the babysitter and dick?
Yes.
Yes. Wow. I didn't realize we had that much of an impact.
Now you know.
Yes.
He tried to pay her. Well, he did.
Sure. Yeah, she was...
She wanted more payment.
Paid in full.
Yes. Big benefits.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, that's very exciting. Speaking of the big benefits, Terry.
Yes.
It's come to my attention that maybe the reason that Kendall called out Vinnie the Pooh for being late this morning was a little retribution, Terry, because it was reminded to me that Kendall was called out at Summer Jam. When I approach the grounds of Summer Jam, I immediately get thrusted upon by all these coworkers who give me all the scoop of all that went on the night before at this cheesy hotel that I'm so glad I'd never have to be a part of, Terry.
You mean the little roadside hotel that they stayed at?
Well, Vinnie the Pooh made it clear to me that Kendall was involved, mired in scandal, if you will.
Wow.
At the roadside rat-infested hotel that was paid for by this fine radio station, Terry.
Well, I'm sure that it was, if they paid for it, it's a motel.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Shelled out the cash required to cover the cost of a rat-infested, run-down, making the Bates Motel look like it's the greatest thing in the world kind of situation. Terry.
Wow.
Only the best for our non-paid employees.
So 2 years in a row, this is the second little scandal, because last year she was a little drunken fool. And
really?
right,
Wow.
remember? Was that not correct?
Terry Free.
Yes. Just everyone taking jabs at another when they have the opportunity.
And then at the sticker stop, she was just throwing it around to everybody.
Was she?
I wasn't even there, Stephen.
All right, Vinnie the Pooh pointed out to me that you were caught in the room of a fellow male hot patroller at the rat-infested motel the night before Summer Jam. Is this a true statement, or is it false? Is it just tabloid trash?
This is a true statement.
It is
that
a true statement.
Yes.
You were caught in the room. You were spotted. You were approached by other hot patrollers behind closed doors. One-on-one.
No, not one-on-one.
Was
there
it one-on-one?
5 of us in the room.
5-on-1.
Whoa, Kendall.
Okay, but you were kind of in the bed.
Well, can I start from the beginning of this story?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let's all take a moment.
Okay.
Sit back.
Hold on.
Relax. Take notes if necessary. So we can break down from her own testimony, Terry, if there's anything of a scandalous nature in this story, or it's just nothing at all.
All right.
All right. Now, your side of the story is going to be very important. I'm going to be analyzing your every word.
Okay. Well, and Vinny has told me on many occasions that he believes me completely and just wanted to start stuff with you.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Vinny the Pooh, did you make that statement? Are you just trying to get me going?
Did I make up that statement? Absolutely not.
No, I'm just saying. Not what you told me. Did you tell Kendall that you believe that she was completely innocent, and you just told me this to kind of fan the fire?
No, she was like, I didn't do anything. I was like, okay, Kendall, I believe you.
All right.
Okay.
Like
Those
that.
are my exact words.
That is not how he said it at
Kendall,
all.
tell me what happened in your own words the night prior to Summer Jam 2005, where Sierra's DAT tape started skipping all over the place.
Wow, really?
Yeah, very embarrassing, Terry. I don't know how a DAT skips. How does a DAT, Vinny the Pooh, you're more knowledgeable probably in this area than me. How can a DAT skip?
Probably what happens is that somebody had played like the wrong song and then they had messed up and then tried to switch it. Like,
So they were
like
messing with the
mid-verse.
buttons.
Yes.
Because a DAT doesn't skip.
She was in mid-verse.
Can a DAT skip?
Well, it's digital. It could. I mean, but it doesn't usually. It still is a
I've
tape.
never known a DAT to skip, and yet hers was skipping, Terry. It was just a disaster for her. What's that now, Stephen? People were yelling Ashley Simpson at her. It was terrible. Wow. Yes. What's it now, Stephen?
I don't think I said anything.
Oh, jeez. All right. Kendall.
Okay.
The night before the Sierra disaster on stage with the DAT skipping and everyone screaming Ashley Simpson at her in the crowd, what happened in the rat-infested, run-down hotel?
Well, like we said last year, usually the party's the night of Summer Jam, but this year we all partied a little bit too much the night before Summer Jam. And like
Already,
we said,
she's setting the scene
I'm
by
just giving you all the
describing
background.
too much partying, not enough level-headed thinking, Terry.
There's
Already,
level-headed thinking.
Already, you are establishing a situation where one could certainly find you in a compromising situation, and you're setting up a scenario where alcohol should be blamed and not yourself.
Okay.
Pulling a Jude Law.
Well,
I'm just saying that some of us were up later than others, having a little fun. And there were 4 of us in the room that I was staying in. 2 of them went to sleep very early.
Now, the 4 in the room obviously were 4 ladies.
4 ladies.
Okay, 4 unpaid ladies. Yes, go ahead, yeah.
I was supposed to be staying in the bed.
Nothing hotter than 4
Supposed to be-
unpaid ladies.
I know, I was going to say.
Here's a dollar. Come here, lady. It's a far cry from your youth dynamics camp, huh, Kendall?
Clark? Yes. Twix bar. Go ahead, yes.
Okay, so I was supposed to be sharing a bed with the #1 Hot Patroller, Jackie.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, number 1
Which
and
is a
number
whole
2.
other story in itself, Terry.
Oh, really?
Because Jackie's ass was hanging out of her shorts at Summer Jam,
Oh, she
Terry.
was wearing short shorts?
Oh, beyond short shorts. She
Really?
got scolded by some of the staff here. Did she get scolded, Van the Poe? Is that what you heard?
Yeah.
She got yelled at because her shorts were
It started real early. Like, she came out of the hotel at like 8:30 in the morning. Everybody was like,
half her ass hanging out.
half of it.
It's a nice half, though.
It was the better half.
I didn't see the other half, Terry. But if it was anything like the half that was hanging out,
Hey,
that's
you're all for it?
That's one nice ass.
Okay.
And maybe that's part of the reason she was yelled at by so much by staffers who don't have an ass like that to hang out of their Summer Jam clothing.
Ooh.
Is that possible, Winnie the Pooh?
It's actually 100% possible. Nobody.
A little bit of envy there.
Did you have a problem with what Jackie, the #1 looking hot patroller, was
Not
wearing?
at all. It was something to look at every once in a while.
But it's not me overstating the situation by saying half her ass was hanging out of her shorts.
It was about half, yeah.
Well, it wasn't. I mean, there was plenty of people whose asses were hanging out.
not like
I'm
that.
sure at Summer Jam, though, in general.
Yeah,
in
but
the
they're all
crowd.
plumbers, Terry.
Oh, well, no, I'm saying.
It's not the plumber-looking ass hanging out. This is like...
I know that, but I'm saying a lot of the ladies who probably attended Summer Jam in the crowd had their ass hanging out and then some.
I heard something about that, yes.
Okay.
Anyway, go ahead, Kendall. What happens next?
Ass envy was all around.
Wow.
Okay. So,
I said it was a whole other story. I don't want to get into it now.
Okay.
All right. Go
so
ahead.
2 of the Hot Patrollers that I was supposed to be staying with,
Right.
Jackie included, fell asleep early. They were not into the partying mood.
Bull crap.
What?
Whoa!
So Jackie's a good girl.
The other two of us in the room decided that we wanted to stay up a little bit later.
Sure.
And when I walked back to my room to get in,
Blah, blah, blah.
I knocked for 5 minutes, and no one woke up to let me in, and the door accidentally locked.
Well, when you knock like this. Right. And if you didn't hear that, yes!
So I ended up having to stay in another room.
Mm-hmm. You had no choice.
Well, where was I supposed to sleep? In the parking lot?
The people in your room weren't answering the door.
Exactly.
They couldn't hear your knocks, your calls for help.
I banged
Sober
on the
people,
window.
too, you know.
Question already.
Okay.
Well, Terry is raising her hand with a question. Are you ready to field questions? Or should we get our full statement before
Okay,
questions?
fine.
No, we can have questions.
Go ahead. She wants questions.
Well, does this motel not have an office where you can get an extra key? Or I don't know.
Terry, this is
Well,
a
this was
rat-infested, rundown highway motel where the people were long gone in their cottages who own the place.
Okay.
By
That's
the
free
time,
UPN.
Well, they were keys.
free UPN at this hotel. Yes, at this motel. I'm sorry.
If you want to wake the
right.
guy up in suspenders and tidy whities and have him go unlock the door, feel free. Taking your life into your own hands.
But he'll open it with a pitchfork, Terry. Go ahead. So you knocked on the door loud enough for 5 minutes so that the people in your room should have heard.
woken up.
These sober people in your room did not hear your knocks.
No.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
so Carolyn, one of the other hot patrollers, and I ended up having to sleep in other rooms, find other living situations for the night.
Okay,
Because
'cause you and Carolyn were together knocking on the door when no one answered. You weren't alone.
well, I was alone and she was in one of the other rooms, but then I informed her that we could not get into the room. We both tried.
So she doesn't know if you knocked or if you didn't knock.
Mario was with me. You can call him. We
wow,
knocked.
another guy.
All right.
Oh man.
All right, go ahead.
And so Carolyn ended up
Well,
having
you
to
caught in
sleep in
some
one
dude's
room.
bed or not?
So I ended up having to sleep in a bed with Joelle, but Brett, his girlfriend,
Joelle
and
is a
another
male
guy.
hot patroller for those who aren't aware, Terry.
Oh, male.
Joelle is a, I guess, relatively good-looking hot patroller. Is that fair to say or no?
I'm not attracted to him at
Oh,
all.
jeez.
Well, you have to say that now.
You're not attracted to this man?
No.
Isn't he a hot patrol? It's been a hot patrol for like 3 years?
No, he started last summer after me.
Well, that's basically like 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
I've never known someone to work as a hot patroller that long, but that's fine.
Don't most people intern for like a quarter?
Yeah, like a
And
quarter.
then you get hired
get credit,
on.
and you hopefully get hired on, you leave.
Exactly.
Anyway, all right, so this dude's been around forever, and that's nice, and that's very dedicated, and we appreciate him for that, especially when he's getting situations like this, falling into his bed. Why would you quit?
Right.
Okay.
I was actually in the room asleep before anyone else came back.
Were you and him caught in the bed together, yes or no, and why?
We were caught on opposite sides of the bed.
Oh, with a foot on the floor each,
Oh,
right?
that always works.
How'd you get into the room when nobody was in there? You said you were the first one there.
Because it was unlocked. I was in there when they were in there, but then everyone left.
Were
and I was sleeping in there while they were off.
Were you and Joelle alone in the room, caught in the bed?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
And why?
We were never in the room alone. There
Never
was
in the
three
room.
other people in the room with us.
So you were never in the room with less than 5 people in this room as far as the total population of the room?
I don't believe so.
You don't believe so.
Well, I was sleeping. I don't know if...
But Joelle was sleeping too, supposedly, in this
Well,
bed.
he came
that
in after me and fell asleep.
There were 2 people in the bed. It was you and Joelle.
And then the other bed was Brett, his girlfriend, and then there was another guy that they were friends with on the floor.
All right, I don't know those people.
Why wasn't his...
Anyway.
So you had to sleep in all your clothes then, since you couldn't get into your room.
Well, yeah. Well, I had already... Yeah, I was in, like, shorts and then...
Amanda Poe, let me hear your side of the story as far as what you heard. Kendall got slammed.
Wow.
From what I heard, because there was the people going like from room to room to room drinking, whatever. What? You weren't drinking? Were you drinking? You were drinking. Yeah, she was drinking.
Geez.
So
Shouldn't have even gasped there.
the first thing, like, I remember her saying to me, like, early, she's like, I'm not gonna drink, like, barely at all, because I don't want what happened last year to happen this year. I'm like, oh.
2 minutes later, she's pissed.
Like, and I just remember going, like, one room, okay, I seen her take a shot, and then, like, 5 minutes later, I'm at another room, hey, I'm like, you just took a shot, what are you doing? She's taking another shot.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so from...
All right, she wants the microphone back. She's demanding the microphone back.
she is pulling...
He is lying already.
All right.
For discredit, I took one shot, and then I had... No, I did not. There was only the only bottles were in one room. Your bottles were in that room, too.
All right, whatever. This is getting too long-winded. I don't care anymore. I've lost interest.
Have you already?
Probably nothing happened. I don't know.
Huh?
What do you think, Vanny the Poon? Something happened or no?
Did something happen? I think that she was maybe too intoxicated to know that something mild could have happened. That is what I think.
How many times do you think that happens to a woman, Terry? It never happens to a man, I don't believe. That if something happens, he doesn't know something about it.
Right.
But oftentimes, you'll find a woman being so intoxicated that she doesn't even realize a sex act took place.
Right. True. That is true.
I'm just saying.
You believe this is one of those situations?
I believe it
where a
could be,
sex
yes.
act took place and Kendall doesn't even know it happened.
I don't know about a complete 100% penetration sex act.
Oh, easy,
come on.
Vinny.
I'm just
Kendall,
saying.
is it possible?
Show.
Is it possible that give her the mic back, please? Is it possible that a sex act may have took place and you don't know about it?
No, T. Nothing
No chance.
happened. No chance.
Well, why would you let the situation even present itself in such a fashion where you would be...
Would you want me to sleep in the street?
You were basically in the street anyway in that hotel.
Right.
The street is like an upgrade from that hotel.
You're just a cinder block away from the street.
A wood plank.
Okay, so there you have it.
Well, it's not like that. If you're knocking on the door, I don't see how they don't get you.
Right. I don't either.
Did you
Right,
call the
issue.
room, baby? Phones are pretty loud in there.
No, I didn't call the room.
Maybe you didn't
jack your cell
want
phone or
anyone to
something?
answer. Is it possible you didn't want anyone to answer so you would have
No,
a
I really
nice...
did want people to answer.
And the
So you
other
spent a
girl.
boring night in your room with 4 girls that were just sleeping like church-going girls? You don't want to hang out with those church-going girls, do you? You want to hang out with the bad girls and the bad boys, the patrol staff. Why are you crossing your arms? Why are you looking all upset?
I'm not. I have one arm crossed.
Oh. He can...
What's the other arm doing?
You really can't cross one arm.
Well, I am right now.
By definition, to have your arms crossed, it would require 2 arms.
Right.
See, like an X with just one as a slash.
Right.
Hey, my arms are slash.
But what happened to the other girl, the Carolyn girl?
Yeah, why
How
is
come
no one
you-
talking about her?
No,
'Cause
what I was
everyone always
wondering-
just talks about me.
No, what I was
because
wondering...
she's a wild woman.
What I was wondering is why, I mean, if you guys were together, why was she not, I mean, why did you guys not stay in the same room?
Well, because
Or find
they
this-
make 4 girls sleep in every room, but only 2 boys, so they all get their own beds. Because no boy will sleep with each other because they don't want to be homo.
Is it possible that it's just warmer in bed with a boy?
No. There was no. Oh my gosh, no one. No,
Okay,
Carolyn and
easy.
Yoli slept together.
All right, hey. You say it was just innocent. You were just looking for a little shelter.
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you.
I believe you. Why not? I wasn't there, Terry.
Right.
Where's Shelley Hart supervising all this stuff?
Oh, Shelley Hart had a
She was in a bigger
gangbang in her room.
Yeah, 4 seasons. Anyway.
The T-Man.
Willie played.
Taking her way.
And only Extra was invited inside the Dukes of Hazzard premiere after party last night,
Well,
where
that's
Nick,
nice.
Jessica, and even little sister Ashley
Yes.
took in the fair as Hollywood was transformed into Hazard County for the night.
There you go. There's Willard Nelson, Terry. He's a big part of the cast of Dukes of Hazzard. Are you excited about Dukes of Hazzard this weekend, Terry?
No.
No, you're not. Not going to see it? There wasn't a big Dukes of Hazzard fan there over in Eastern Washington back in the day?
Well, I watched it, no doubt, but just that this movie doesn't.
Why, man? Jessica Simpson and a couple of little snippets I've seen, Terry, in the trailer. She looks pretty hot in this movie. She's reason enough to go and plop down your $10 and make it happen, Terry.
Well, I enjoy plopping down that $10.
Okay, you're not going to do it.
No.
All right.
Although you're right, she does. She looks very good. I've
Not
seen
excited
some
about
of her.
them Dukes. No. Mm-hmm.
No.
All right.
But she is. She's a hot commodity there.
Oh, jeez. You think?
So her little these boots were made for a walk-in video.
Oh, jeez.
She looks very good in that.
All right, Terry, making small talk. It's very nice. Okay, Kendall, you excited about Dukes of Hazzard? Are you going to go? You interested at all? Are
I'm
you
very
familiar with the
interested.
show that was? Or if it doesn't matter to you at all, you just want to see the...
Yeah, I never saw the TV show. Never really knew anything about it until this remake.
Still on reruns right now, but you just pass by it. You have no interest
Yeah,
in that show.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's on every night.
but you want to see this movie? Why? Because
Well,
of
Jessica Simpson.
Johnny
I'm
Knoxville
excited.
or Jessica Simpson?
Well,
is
I'm
the
a
reason.
big Sean William Scott fan too.
There's something getting under her undercarriage there.
Yeah. Little cute bikini thing. Is it pink or red? I don't know. She's cute. I want to see it.
Doesn't matter to boys. Okay, very good.
Okay.
There you have it.
Wow.
Dukes of Hazzard, Terry.
Yeah.
Now, Jessica Simpson, if you recall, at first said she wouldn't be a part of the movie unless Nick Lachey was one of the 2 Dukes.
Correct.
But when the movie studio stayed firm with their no to that request, she caved in And the rest is history.
Right.
And Nick Lachey left feeling really small, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm
Losing
sure.
out to Johnny Knoxville. And what's the deal with the three names? What's Stifler's
Stifler,
name? Yeah, that's all I know him as.
Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott.
Mm-hmm.
When you can't beat out Sean William Scott and Johnny Knoxville to a part, Terry, you pretty much know it's not much happening for you in Hollywood.
Yeah.
All right, you really have to understand that your chances in Hollywood are remote.
I agree.
Pretty limited when you can't beat the duo of Johnny Knoxville and Shawn Michael Williams.
Yeah, the guy that takes a sledgehammer to his balls on TV. He's getting the part over you. Okay.
You gotta feel pretty bad about yourself and your prospects in Hollywood.
This guy's a talent.
When the guy who sends one of his cronies to take a dump in a hardware store,
Oh, wow.
he gets the part over you, you have to understand that your chances are very, very small.
Yeah.
And your wife has to feel really good about you.
That's my husband, loser over there.
What's his name? Shawn Michael what?
Sean William Scott.
Sean William Scott. There you go. Very exciting. I'm sure it's going to be a very entertaining movie.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be there walking out going, what the hell did I pay for? Could have just downloaded a couple of Jessica Simpson pictures. I would be fine at home.
Yeah.
Been on vacation for a while, huh?
Yeah. I've been on vacation a week, Terry.
That's one you can't say.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
You're right.
But you
So
understand
she
my...
is.
Jessica Simpson is pretty freaking hot.
Yeah, yes, no doubt.
I hope we dumped that. Did we dump that?
I think so.
Okay.
Confirm that.
Yes. Wow. Obviously, it's pretty clear on what you missed there, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty clear on how you feel about Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, right. She's pretty freaking hot.
There it is. Oh, that we could say.
Yeah! What else is going on in this very fine world of ours, Terry?
Actually, this is a pretty interesting story from the Washington Post. They were talking about how states like Florida, Missouri, Ohio, and Oklahoma
No, I like Ohio better.
have all passed laws requiring...
Great vacation spot for the summer, Terry. Have you been to Ohio lately?
Yes, I have. I
You want me
just
to
got
dump?
back.
I would dump that, but I already dumped one.
Yeah, I know. We got to wait a little bit, right?
Right!
Anyway, they've all passed laws requiring some high-risk sex offenders to wear GPS tracking systems. So that...
So the authorities will know where they are at all times.
Yes.
So that situations like the tragedy that happened to that family with the daughter that was recovered, but the son who was obviously tortured and killed won't happen in their states.
Right.
Not in Ohio.
Right. Not in Ohio.
Because it's now a law, or it's being presented as...
No, they passed the law.
They passed it. It's a law. Sex offenders must wear a tracking system.
Yep, at all times for life, mind you.
Okay, he's going to play pool. That seems okay, right, Bob? He can play pool, but if he takes one step to the Chuck E. Cheese, we're moving in. We're moving in!
I think that's good.
Of course! But it's probably pretty expensive to have every sex offender in your state wearing tracking systems, but maybe well worth the bill.
Oh, yeah, I would say so. I'd much rather have my child's life than, you know.
So you believe every state should follow...
I think it's a good idea, yeah. I would be behind it if Washington stepped up and said, hey.
If Washington State stepped up and said, hey...
Let's go ahead and pass this law.
What do you mean by that? That'd be the most they've ever said.
Put the GPS tracking system on.
You think it would be major progress? Because it seems like we have a lot of sex offenders living in this state.
Yeah, it does.
I bet you if you were to add up pound for pound, this state has more sex offenders in it than the average number in the average state. We're holding our own as far as sex offenders.
Yeah, I would say so.
Just give everybody like a little yellow bracelet. Right?
Yeah, Lance Armstrong.
Live strong.
They'll sell them for $1 piece.
Definitely move in on that, huh?
Right.
Fraud. Need your wife strong?
Okay.
That's what mine says.
Well, already?
Yes. I'm probably following Lance, man.
Yes. Well, you have to cut off one nut to do that. But anyhow,
I'll take a pass it.
and ride a bike really well. Anyhow, I'm very, very happy that, as you are, Terry, to hear that is now a law in at least, 4 or 5 states out there?
Yes, and there are other bills that are coming up in other states like North Dakota and Alabama.
So it looks like it's going to become somewhat of a
standard
situation for the entire country.
Yes.
Those states are going to say, hey, as well.
David, your thoughts?
Have you gone to the King County website to look if there's a sex offender in your neighborhood?
No,
You can enter your zip code.
I have more important things to do on the internet than go looking where my local sex offender is located.
Well, you can do
But
that.
if that's what you're into, Stephen, then I don't want to take away from your private time.
To keep Jaden safe, you should do that.
Well, Jaden will be safe because he's protected by this very powerful daddy.
Daddy doesn't let sex offenders anywhere near his house.
Got a sign on the door, Terry.
That's right. Sex offenders, stay out.
But solicitors, please knock.
Especially if you're hot. Okay, Terry, we have a gay phone operator on one of these phone lines. We have Porta Potty J on one of these phone lines. And we have Matthew W. Schwager on one of these phone lines.
Boy, it's a who's who of hacks. Hackfest 2005 is back.
It is a hack fest, to be sure. Now, which hack most appeals to you?
Gee, that's a
Who has
tough
the most
one.
money in their checking account? Let's do that.
Yeah, okay.
Most money in their checking account, man.
Probably Schwager. That's what's
Roll the
sad.
dice right
He's got
now
the Pell
and
Grant.
gamble.
Talk about not needing a third column there past the decimal point.
Right.
Let's see. Most dollar. Who's worth the most?
Do they have to have a checking account?
Right. Even though he has no teeth, Terry, a Porta Potty J is worth the most.
Wow.
I am the chosen one.
Believe it or not,
Jeez.
as ridiculous as it may seem,
Yeah.
his positive bank account of $8 is more than both Schwager and gay phone operators' negative bank accounts combined.
Wow.
Well, actually, T-Man, I have 61 cents in my bank account.
Oh, okay. Well, still, you trounce your foes on the phone line in Hackfest 2005. So, what is that? What is that? Your
They're wind chimes there.
Mm-hmm.
He must.
Oh, let me get out of that. Let me get out of that way. All right.
You're swinging in the wind chimes?
I don't know what the hell they put them up for. I'm at my boss's house
it's
right
very-
now, weed whacking his lawn.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy! And then
But-
Whatever you want to call it.
I really needed to talk to you guys.
Whatever it takes
because-
to get ahead these days.
so.
So to speak. Now, actually, I think the wind chimes were rather settling and comforting, and if you could go back to that area, I would appreciate it.
All right. It works if you work it, T. There you go.
Okay. That's my motto.
All right.
I'm
Well,
sure it's
anyhow,
your boss's motto, too.
big news.
Big news?
Yo, here's the banger, T.
Oh, we're already
Minute?
we're already getting into the banger less than a minute into his phone call, Terry.
Jeez, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Usually the banger, it took about 5-6 minutes to get to that before.
Yeah.
But now we're moving right along. Okay, what's the banger?
Crystal told me she's been going out with Cousin Billy for the past year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a banger.
That's the banger. She's to the curb. I'm all alone. I'm ready for a change of life.
Oh, jeez.
Porta Potty J is ready for a life change, ladies and gentlemen, with his 81 cents in his bank account. I'm sure he's going to be very desirable to many.
I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck.
He's a toothless, 81-cent,
Having
male, 30-something guy.
weed whacking his boss's lawn.
Mm-hmm. But he's a hard worker, Terry, and he's
Yes.
got spunk. Even
Well,
the wind,
thank you, T.
even the wind chimes can't deny, if they could speak right now, Terry, that the man is loaded with spunk.
Too bad the mortgage company doesn't care that you're loaded with spunk.
Oh, just
Then check. Try
the
to pick
mortgage,
with
the
that.
mortgage company may care, but there's some very, very desirable women out there who wouldn't care and say,
Right.
you know what, I will take this man and mold him into exactly what I need in my world because
Right.
he's moldable, Terry, and he's got spunk. And
That would be nice, T, but where are these women? You know, where are the nice women in the world?
And you know
They're all
what?
married already.
He's obviously come to a crossroads in life. Yes, I learned that from Bone Thugs. He has realized that he's at a point in time where it's now overdue for a life change.
Yeah.
And today is the first day of the rest of Porta Potty J's life.
I've actually seriously been contemplating moving over to the West Coast. Maybe that'll change.
Don't threaten us now.
Okay. But when he was here and had the opportunity to, you know, check out a few of the women over here,
All he did was stay at John John's joint.
Yes, that's all he did.
Mm-hmm.
And talk about how he wanted to get back to Crystal.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to get back to that wonderful woman of mine, you know? And
Well,
I probably lost an opportunity to actually change my life while I was there.
Porta Potty Jay, how many times did we tell you, did I personally tell you, that I didn't think Crystal was really the appropriate person for you in your life?
And I'm sorry I doubted your wisdom, T.
If you had listened, if everyone out there would just listen to the T-Man and follow the T-Man rules, Terry.
I know, you put them out there.
I've put them up on billboards because it's come to the point where it's so ridiculous that people aren't following these rules that it's insane.
Yes.
When the ridiculous becomes the insane, Terry. Next T-Man. And now Porta Potty Jay had to learn the hard way.
Yeah.
That listening to T-Man is the correct way to go about business and or life.
I need some advice. I don't know what to do. I'm really...
Now he wants advice.
For days, I've been waking up with tears, thinking about all the stuff I've lost, all the heartaches I've had to go over. It's just terrible. I don't know what
I'd
to
wake
do.
up in tears knowing I couldn't chew breakfast a couple of minutes later.
Unless it's oatmeal, of course, and you just swallow it.
Well, I chew my oatmeal. Okay. Anyhow, depends how your wife makes it. Porta Potty.
Yeah.
You're waking up in tears. This is very sad to hear.
It is.
Because your wife has been screwing your cousin?
No, I don't know where the cousin thing came in. We just call him Cousin Billy now.
Oh, he's not really a cousin?
No.
But you're not sure, are you?
I'm telling you, when she told me that, all the profanities in the world came out of my mouth, and I've never spoken to my girlfriend in that fashion before. Even though I do got a little attitude, I don't have it with the women, you know?
Mm-hmm. He has to stand by the wind chimes, Terry, to keep him sane at this point.
I know.
It is actually very soothing.
It is very soothing. Porta Potty.
Yeah.
Why do I get the sense that I've been to this movie before, if you will, that you've told us that you have left Crystal, that you're moving on with your life, only to have her call you a few weeks later telling you that her vagina's raring to go and you race over there?
Well, that ain't happened. It's been about over a month now. I told her to never call me again. Ever.
Huh?
I took all the pictures, ripped them up, burned them. I took all the clothes, threw them in the garbage.
He's acting like a woman, Terry. This is what women do to get over a relationship.
No
they
doubt.
They make a little fire.
Yes.
They burn the mementos.
Yes,
no memories. You know,
they cry in the morning when they wake up. You're doing all things women do, and not typically men. Are you aware of that? Is that okay with you? Do you like being a sensitive guy like this?
Well, sometimes you have to be a sensitive guy in order to get in touch with what's really going on inside.
It's one version of waiting to exhale.
Yes.
I don't know what to do. I mean, do you think it would be good for me? I mean, I could probably get out there and get a job, because you know me, I work all the time no matter what it is. I'll do
but
whatever.
you change jobs like John changes underwear once every month. I mean, come on.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I need to do something.
You need more of a steady existence. You need a little more consistency in this world, don't you think?
That's true. And maybe by him moving out here and finding something that he could really stick with.
You don't want to know the truth? I was never more happier than when I was driving a porta potty truck. I tell you, that was great, that job.
Right.
There's plenty of porta potties out here.
I did that for 2 years.
We have porta potties, Jay.
That's not slacking off.
Okay, well, if it takes a change of scenery, if it takes you moving into Gay Phone Operator's apartment, then that is what it's going to have to take.
Yeah.
Gay fills up a porta potty once a day. You need steady work.
That's right.
He's a gay phone operator. He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Good morning.
All right, now don't take any cheap shots, Gay. Porta Potty is realizing that he is at the end of his rope in some sense. He's hit rock bottom, and for you to laugh, giggle, and or make fun of his situation would be rather insensitive, especially given your track record.
So the dumbass finally figures out that Crystal's playing him? What corner is he going to get his next fix on?
Now, you know he hates when you bring up Crystal, always has, especially now that things have gone so south. This would be considered a cheap shot, Gay.
Exactly. He's a pathetic piece of crap.
Wow.
Okay, next caller.
Oh, what's wrong, Jay? Porta potty Jay?
You really don't move me anymore, son. Go find somebody else to play with, man.
No, I'm sure John moved you plenty.
Whoa.
So you want to come back to the West Coast?
This seems like a soap opera played over and over again, doesn't it, T?
Even in his darkest moment,
Yeah.
Porta Potty Jay still calling Gay Phone Operator son. I like it.
Yeah, I ain't your son.
You would be my son.
No, yeah, you want to be my... You ain't ever going to be my daddy.
Well.
Yeah.
That just can't be. We just can't air that.
No.
That's worse than what I said.
Okay.
It really is.
People.
Exactly. Now you know exactly how much trash he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Well, you're not going to help me, Gay. I called to talk to the team, man.
Why would I help you? You don't even honor your bet.
Why aren't you working right now, you fat bastard?
Because there's not time for me to be at work yet.
Yeah, I know. You're too busy hairing up your palms, combing your palms, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I always hair them up before I go over there.
Do you?
It would make no sense to comb them before you hair them up.
Right.
You got to hair them up first.
Ah, gotcha.
It really hurts sometimes.
All right, let's put Gay back on hold.
Yeah.
Porta Potty Jay needs a kind word or two, and he's not going to get it from Gay, obviously.
Right.
So, Terry, go ahead.
Oh, well, I thought I gave some kind words already. I think that the change of
Terry's
scenery would be
welcoming
good.
you to the West Coast.
I was under the impression Terry Free hated me.
Well, she did until you became more pathetic than her. And now she feels better about yourself when she calls.
And I never did nothing to her.
Okay. Well, it's amazing how Terry rallies around the less fortunate. All right? That's really cool about her. And it was when you were a little too cocky that you bothered her, and that's not the case anymore. Now you sound like a pathetic soul, and she feels bad.
Well, look, man, I come to you guys with my feelings. I'm sharing them with the whole West Coast or whatnot, whoever's listening to this, and I'm going to get put down for it? I mean, come on, man.
Well, we're not putting you down, Porta Potty. We're just telling you that this was predictable to some extent. You should have seen the handwriting on the wall. You made your own bed, and now you're looking for sympathy.
And it's about time.
I bow to you, T-Man. You were correct 100% of the way.
This is actually a very good situation for you now that you've moved past a situation that was just you being stuck in neutral at best, and now you can actually try to get it in gear.
You believe she had the nads to call me and say she's trying to hook me up with one of her friends?
All right, this is the problem. He's still obsessed with her, Terry.
Yes.
I just said a second ago that he was moving on, and now I'm not quite sure.
No, I am totally moved on. I told you. All the profanities came out. I hate her guts. But,
well, didn't he say that last
time? She call me
time?
and torment me, like, just to see. I'm like, what do you call me for? She's like, I'm just checking on what you do.
Why are you taking her calls? Is more the appropriate question.
Well, it comes up a blocked number, and I end up answering it.
Well, I guess
in case it's a solicitor, I'm dying to talk to.
Yeah.
Right. If it's somebody important, they could leave a message, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
So how about in the future, don't answer any blocked numbers?
Unless you really do deep inside want to talk to her, and I kind of think you do.
I'm kind of, I'm tired of doing hard labor. I'm tired of the heartaches from the women. I got over a drug addiction that I was addicted to for 8 years.
Oh, jeez.
I really...
All right, so just become a CEO then.
Right choices, but every time I take a step forward, I take 6 steps back somehow.
Yeah, look at Monster.com. They're hiring, I heard.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Well, Porta Potty, step by step. That's what it's going to take. All right?
So, yeah, no doubt.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Let us know. Call us later in the week, and let us know how you're doing.
All right, peace out.
After you take 6 more calls from Crystal, give us an update later in the week.
Right.
How about a recording career?
No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm still going to smack Gay when I get over there.
Oh, I'm sure that's the case.
Sure.
Yes.
And he's coming, I'm sure.
I'm sure both of you are looking forward to that.
The T-Man.
R&B star R. Kelly's gonna get even more time to prepare his defense.
I know you're a big fan of these R. Kelly videos that are out now, Terry. Come on, tell me you're not. You don't like them?
They are awful.
Come on.
Have you seen them?
I have. I've seen not as much as I should, because in order to watch a lot of videos, you have to sit through Kelly Clarkson's videos, and they're just intolerable, Terry.
Oh, are they?
It's tough for me to realize that I'm kind of a little bit attracted to her these days.
Oh.
It's really bugging me watching her throwing stuff out of her medicine cabinet. I just saw that yesterday. Isn't that single pretty old now? Isn't it time to move on from that? What's the name of that stupid song?
Well, that one's Since You've Been Gone.
Yeah, Since You've Been Gone. It was just on yesterday. Isn't it time to move on?
Yeah, she's already had one that's...
She has two
big hit
singles.
already
Two
right
singles after that, right?
At least one.
Well, they're obviously not big, because they're still showing the one that was...
the headbanging one.
Yes, the headbanging one. Whatever you're doing, Stephen, fine. So I haven't seen enough, but from what I've seen, they're different.
They're awful.
Definitely different.
Defense. Kelly, whose latest hit is Trapped in the Closet, was given until September to round up witnesses to refute the prosecution's case. Kelly has denied he videotaped himself having sex with an alleged underage girl.
I thought this case was over. I thought he beat it, Terry. I mean, so to speak.
Well, I don't know.
I thought he beat this rap.
I think that there was other things that went on that made the news.
Oh, Lord.
And so his case was kind of just
In limbo?
Yeah.
He violated a new penal code.
Well, we'll have to wait and see then.
Yeah.
I thought he was past this and making weird and interesting videos.
It's like a 10-part saga.
I understand. And I'm only about 6 parts in.
When he says, I pulled back the cover and saw a rubber.
Right.
Oh, my gosh. That is good, solid stuff right there.
Tell me.
I had a tear to the eye.
You like these videos, Kendall?
I love them.
Oh, jeez. Winnie the Pooh, you into these videos or no?
I am.
Then what's the problem with hot shot skizzle?
I don't know.
All right.
No one does.
Why are you not liking them?
I don't know. They're just embarrassing for me. I feel sorry for him.
You feel sorry for him watching them?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you get that feeling, Terry?
Well, I've only
I'm going
actually
from generation to generation.
I actually only saw one, and I was a little like, it's just a different thing.
Oh, okay.
You know?
All right.
So
All right. There you go.
I don't necessarily hate them. I don't necessarily like them. They are different.
But here are 2 20-year-olds back there that love them.
That's good. Good.
Don't play them on CMT, so I don't know.
They both can't wait to be videotaped by R. Kelly.
I bet. Kendall's knocking on the door already, right?
Is this what you guys are thinking when you're watching these videos?
No.
Oh, okay. What are you thinking?
I just love them.
Wow.
They're so suspenseful. They're all good.
You like the whole storyline, don't you?
It's like a soap opera.
Wow.
Soap opera set to meet. I can't wait for 6 through 10
It's
to
the
come
same
out.
feeling you used to get out of Dynasty.
You're probably
Kendall still
right.
reads Harry Potter, by the way.
Yes.
So I should tell you something.
Yeah, and I got that finished, by the way.
Very exciting. Okay. What else going on in the world there, Terrence?
Got a crazy story out of Salt Lake City, Utah, from the Salt Lake Tribune, about an 8-year-old boy who was charged with lewd conduct after his 14-year-old
An
babysitter.
8-year-old boy charged with
Yes.
lewd conduct?
Yes.
How can an 8-year-old boy be charged with lewd conduct?
This is what
Terry?
happened. The mom
Going
of
around
the-
the high schools flashing?
No. The mom hired the 14-year-old girl to babysit this 8-year-old boy.
All right.
At some point in time, the babysitter and the 8-year-old boy.
Does that in itself seem like a reasonable situation, Terry? As a
14 and
14-year-old
sure.
capable of babysitting an 8-year-old?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay. You don't think 14 is in some areas of the country in need of a babysitter? No. Okay.
Anyway.
What does a 14-year-old make for babysitting these days? What's the going rate?
I don't know, 10
I'm
bucks
getting
an
ready to
hour?
hire my first 14-year-old.
10 bucks an hour?
Yeah! What, 10 bucks an hour?
10 bucks an hour, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Make her change in the back room into her uniform. A little Hooters outfit.
Oh, no, that's not going to do, baby.
Get back in there.
I told you I'm giving you $15 an hour. Now change into this outfit that I provided for you.
Right.
I thought I was watching The Kid.
Wow. You are in some sense, baby.
There's 2 of them in the house.
Oh.
Anyway.
$10 an hour is what you're paying for babysitters?
Yeah, I would say
Good
yes.
for you and your big mansion there, of course.
I mean, isn't
You're
that
a big
reasonable?
timer now. I don't think most people are paying $10 an hour. Would I be
Well,
wrong?
minimum
or what?
wage is like $7, right?
Fine, but sometimes babysitters don't even get minimum wage.
But still, I mean, especially with babies, you have to give them a little extra.
I
just
don't know.
because-
I'm just saying, Terry, that I'll pay whatever you pay or more. Because I don't want to be outdone by you.
Man, I'll pay $10.01.
Right. Just because.
Right.
But I'm just saying that I think you might be paying more than the average person is paying a babysitter.
Okay.
Kendall would know. She babysits, right? Do you babysit?
Yeah. Well, not
Well, you're a
anymore.
nanny?
Not anymore.
You're a nanny?
Yeah,
Oh,
not anymore.
You're not babysitting the kids anymore,
Can't
the
do
3
that.
down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think
But-
the going rate is for
well-
a babysitter these days? Like a good, solid 14-year-old babysitter. A good,
Well, but
solid one.
I think a 14-year-old should get less, but if she's only nannying or babysitting one kid, I had 4 for $13 an hour. I think I was ripped off.
Mm-hmm. All right,
think-
nobody's asking about you. What is
Okay.
the average babysitter? Not a nanny who shows up like every day. A girl, 14, solid, who's like showing up on a Saturday night while the parents are at the movies. What does she get?
Well, a 14-year-old, she obviously has not very much experience.
What
I
does
only
she
pay
get?
$7 maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't pay 10 for one.
Well, that's probably about somewhere in the range, Terry.
Okay,
You're probably
anyway.
paying the top end of the range. Nice job.
But $10 an hour. I mean, she has 5 kids, though, too.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, you have 5 kids, Terry. You should be paying at least $100 an hour. I forgot about
Well, I
that.
also do
You
have a
5
14-year-old.
kids?
By the way, I have a 14-year-old who does babysit. So,
Mhm.
and yes, I pay him.
Free slave labor.
Mhm.
Actually, no.
All I know, I remember the back in the day when I was babysat for Terry, when I was babysat for, whatever the case may be, we had like a 14, 15-year-old babysitter, and our next-door busybody neighbor used to call the cops saying we were being watched by a minor. Like, it was some big deal to her that my mom would leave us with a 15-year-old girl.
Wow.
She wasn't a minor when I was done with her.
Oh, boy.
But the cops actually showed up at our door because the neighbors had called. One nosy neighbor, was complaining that every babysitter should be at least 18. Is that absurd or what?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, especially, too, they have safety courses for
yes, I'm sure she took all
14,
the courses.
15.
What else? What else is going on?
I'm just saying they're available.
Okay. What are you telling me now?
Anyway, the 14-year-old babysitter, and the 8-year-old boy. That's the story we're talking about here.
All right.
Apparently, sometime in the evening, the babysitter and the boy started playing a game of truth or dare.
8-year-olds are good at truth or dare?
I guess, because the babysitter...
8-year-olds know enough about life to really play a solid game of truth or dare?
Probably not, so maybe that's why it was so easy to have this babysitter dare this little boy to touch her breasts, and the little boy did.
The 14-year-old babysitter dared the 8-year-old boy to touch her breasts, and the 8-year-old's been charged with lewd conduct?
Yes. And this is how it happened.
Oh, jeez.
Of course, he did the dare, touch the breast.
Yeah.
He later told his mom what happened, and she's appalled that the 14-year-old girl would do that. So she went to the police to report the 14-year-old girl, who was also arrested for lewd conduct with a minor. However, that's when the 8-year-old boy was also arrested for the same thing.
Now, why was the 8-year-old boy arrested when the 8-year-old boy is a victim here, Terry?
Well,
I don't understand the story.
The Salt Lake City...
Weird occurrence.
Because he actually said truth.
The Salt Lake City District Attorney told the mother that her son was charged because he and the teenage babysitter were equal participants.
Equal participants. They were both actively engaged in a seedy game of truth or dare.
Right.
On their own free will.
Right.
Wow.
Then again, like you said...
So what's the problem here?
So the kid should have known it was going to turn dirty?
Well, first of all, an 8-year-old probably, is easily manipulated anyway.
Well, the moral of the story is very clear. And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Because I don't know what it is.
Well, that's true, though.
Yeah. It's very clear.
If they're both willing, they're both kids, what's the big deal?
Yeah. There is a moral of the story. It's very clear. I don't know what the hell it is, but somebody out there I'm sure does.
Take truth next time.
They play shoots and ladders.
Oh, you don't want to play that with that babysitter.
Candyland, okay?
You'll be thrown in the penitentiary for years after a game of shoots and ladders between an 8 and a 14-year-old. Anyhow, because I always choose shoots.
Oh, boy.
Yeah!
Not good.
Well, Terry, the Salt Lake laws and bylaws are very stiff, I'm sure. Just like the 8 and 14-year-olds. Huh? Right.
Luckily, he'll be able to have 3 wives when he grows up.
Yeah, that's cool. He'll be out in time to have his 8 wives. So, I'm sure they're not going to obviously get any kind of time here, but they're going to be they're going to have records that are now tainted. When they go to apply
I'm sure
for
the
a
mom is going to probably fight the charges against the little boy.
When they go to apply for a home loan, Terry, it's going to be something they're going to have to talk about, and that's very embarrassing. Speaking of embarrassing, yes, Schwager.
Hello, T. And by the way, I have more money in my bank account than Porta Potty.
Okay.
It's at least near $15 right now.
You have enough to make a call from a very barely audible payphone.
Well, making a call to you guys is free, so...
Okay. Yes, it is. We have an 800 number. I forgot.
Gotta stop that.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I'm without technology again. My laptop's in for repairs again.
Okay.
And I need to talk to you about something with my sister.
All right.
Now, my sister and her boyfriend have been arguing and have been going out for about 3 years now. And last night, my sister and him, got in a fight. And about 11 o'clock, she comes up to me and says, if he's not there in an hour and a half, back to his house in an hour and a half, she's going to break up with him. Now, she said that, something along those lines of breaking up with him at least over 5 times already.
Right.
So she thinks that...
When do we get to break up with you?
I feel like I'm in a drive-thru.
Yeah.
Wish.
I mean, dude.
I said Biggie size.
Choose the payphones without that much, scum all over the talk part of it.
Pick the gum off.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't find a better payphone. The one I was using was at the school.
Why is your sister putting you in the middle of her relationship with her very disgusting boyfriend? Why is this happening?
I'm putting myself in the middle of this because when they argue, I have to deal with it. That means the police have to come sometimes. And also, when they are together and they are nice and nice, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to something I do not want to see.
You're right. I'm sure the calls to 911, the address is very recognizable when...
The neighbors do.
Oh, I see.
Well, you know when you live in a trailer.
You're right.
How can they call 911? They don't have phones.
All right, so what do you want? What do you need? What can we do for you, Swagger?
How can I convince my sister to dump this guy?
That's the question?
Yes.
So you and her can run away together and...
Play truth or dare forever.
Play truth or dare?
Look,
Yes.
I've had it with them arguing all the time. I've had it with my sister yelling his head off, and then 2 days later...
Okay, it's not going to happen, them breaking up, obviously, so maybe you should move out.
Yeah, I thought he was going
A year and a
to.
half.
What?
This has been a continuing process for a year and a half. They argue, they make up. They argue, they make up.
Yeah,
And every time
that's a relationship, right?
This isn't something a normal 19-year-old has to deal with, because 19-year-olds, pretty much, if they're involved in a situation that's just killing them, move on.
Right.
Look, I would like to move on, but I can't.
All right. Well, then you can't, obviously, do anything to break your sister up with her very disgusting boyfriend, because they're meant for each other. All right? And you just have to accept that.
Just close the partition, make the table into a bed, and ignore them.
They're two nasty people that have found each other, and they're going to be with each other for the rest of time. All right? When two nasty people find one another and they get along to some extent, they're going to stick it out because there's nothing else for them. That's a lesson to be learned about life. Someday you'll find someone that's just as nasty as you.
Wow, really?
And you'll start to make a life with that person.
What are you implying by that?
Well, exactly.
I think you pretty much said it. I don't think you're implying anything.
He was pretty
What do you
blunt.
mean by me being nasty?
That's what life is about. Finding someone as effed up as you are and making a go of it. All right?
Okay.
All right. So don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. I'm just annoyed.
Or the other option is to kill them both. And I don't think you want to do that.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're not breaking up, Schwager, okay?
No.
Either you got to move out. I've given you a couple of options here. You move out, you accept it, or you kill them. Which do you choose?
I'm the one moving out. My sister's 21. She can't hold it. She had a job and quit because she didn't have enough hours.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Swagger, is this going to be your post-high school saga? Is going to be the continuing calls about how you hate living at home and all this stuff?
No, believe me, I plan.
Because I mean, believe me, it's understood that if you live in a trailer, you're going to hate living at home. All right, you don't need to make the calls convincing us that this is the case.
Look, I will admit, I do not like living there, but it is livable under certain circumstances. 1, my sister not being in there. 2, my sister's boyfriend not being in there.
Okay.
And 3,
Now, yes, a trailer living existence is going to be livable under certain circumstances, but those circumstances never exist in a trailer park.
They do, and it's not really
No,
a
they
trailer
don't.
park.
No, they're not.
They don't.
If I won the lotto, it'd be awesome. It'd be a great circumstance.
Trailer living is doable, Terry, under certain circumstances. However, those circumstances have never presented themselves in anyone's life in a trailer park.
They did for at least 3 months.
If he was in a park, that would be an upgrade. I mean, that would be very nice for them.
Well, then you should be happy for the 3 months of happiness that you had, because that's the absolute record as far as trailer park living, that you were happy for 3 months.
How about when they're gone someday, just move the trailer?
The record...
I'll bring my truck.
The record before you, Schwager, you said you were happy for 3 months. The record before you was 2.5 days. Someone out there in Arkansas was happy for 2.5 days.
Wow, what a party they threw.
And you have trounced their record.
I beat Porta Potty's record, okay? Now, look, I'm just wondering if I can convince my sister any way and how to break up with this guy. That way I could have a little quiet at the house, and only have to deal with my mom and her boyfriend.
It's not a house.
All right.
And we're tired of talking to you now because you were getting nowhere, and you're not going to break up a couple that's been together 3 years when you're talking about your trailer park sister and her boyfriend. They're meant to be. Even though they fight every day, that's the way they communicate.
But isn't there like one of your T-Man rules that says if you think he's cheating...
When trailer park people find someone and live together more than a couple of months, that's it. They're together for life.
No, my sister thinks he's cheating, but she has no evidence.
Well, this is something she's going to have to get used to. And she's going to put up with it like any trailer park woman would.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that T-Man rule applies...
T-Man rules do not apply to trailer park people.
You need a little...
There is, Terry. There's an asterisk on every billboard.
I was going to say, please.
You have to have a steady income at some point.
You have to see the small print on the T-Man rules billboards. Do not apply to trailer park people.
The T-Man.
Terry, I see you with a pile of stuff over there, but...
Oh, yes.
Just want to make clear to you that amongst these phone callers waiting on hold here is a guy who says he witnessed dump truck guy being thrown out of the Motley Crue concert the other day.
Oh, wow. Really?
Wow. Was the Motley Crue concert the other night? When was it?
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday night?
Sunday.
A dump truck guy made an appearance on stage at Summer Jam. He said he was so nervous it was ridiculous.
Yeah? How'd he do?
Now, why would dump truck guy get nervous?
I don't know.
Maybe he's not accustomed to being in front of 20,000 strong. Is that the deal?
Probably so.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
A lot of pressure on that guy to make sure that the dice roller, won.
Oh, geez. Is that what was happening?
I guess so.
Sir?
Hello.
What do you got?
Well, it wasn't more thrown, but it was more escorted.
Escorted out of the concert.
Escorted. And then the next thing we know, we see Joanne Millionaire is going to get in her purse.
Joanne Millionaire is getting her purse?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, and leaving.
Yes.
So we didn't see, a whole lot of action, but,
No, Joanne Millionaire doesn't carry a purse.
Out in his seat.
She carries one of those 1980s pocketbooks, Terry. Yeah. And you saw this all before your very eyes. Why? Because he was engaged in lewd and disorderly conduct. Is that obviously what was going on here?
Well, no, I didn't see exactly what happened. Obviously, it happened at the other end of the stadium.
All right, well, obviously we need to call Dump Truck Guy for a comment to find out if it was him or just some other guy with a mullet.
Yeah, white beater.
No, it had to be Dump Truck Guy.
I never seen him before, but I just heard you guys talk about him. And
even at a Motley Crue concert, Jerry.
In Auburn.
Oh, it was in Auburn? It wasn't at the Gorge?
It was White
no,
River.
it
was the White River.
Yes.
White River.
Yeah. Even at the Motley Crue concert, I can't imagine anyone else having a mullet like Dumpy's. I can't imagine anyone looking like Dumpy, Terry. It had to be Dumpy.
I'm sure it was.
You got to be acting like a jackass to get kicked out of a Motley Crue concert.
Well,
There's plenty of them there.
When in doubt, go to the jackass source.
And now, representing butt rockers worldwide, carrying sod from Tacoma to Everett and every city in between, president of the blue collar workers, even though he wears a tank top, here's Dump Truck Guy.
What's cracking, baby?
Has the sound in his voice, Terry, of a man who was tossed from a concert.
Indeed.
Dumpy, let's make it official. We got a report. Obviously, the callers are everywhere. The listeners are far and wide, Terry. They're in all places. Our listeners are cooking your food. They're driving your cabs. They're doing your laundry. What else are they doing, Terry? They're driving buses.
Yes.
They're waiting your tables.
Rubbing
Cleaning out your crapper.
Wow.
Cleaning out your crapper. They're rubbing one out at your massage parlors for you. They're everywhere is my point, Terry. And there's very little you can do around these parts and not be spotted. Dump Truck Guy, a caller just pointed out to us that he believes he saw you tossed at the Motley Crue concert. Is this true or is this false?
That would be... false!
Oh,
wow,
really? I had true as well.
It would be false?
I did not get kicked out, no.
What happened?
It seems like this little worker bitch. I was walking on top with my hands, and Next you know, I kind of scratched her in the face or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it was dump truck guy, and he was being dealt with by security.
Right.
Just in his mind and his evaluation, he wasn't tossed from the concert.
I just barely touch her face, and then next you know, she's in tears. I got the medics over there and security. Everybody just wants to ream on me like I punched her in the face or something. She's screaming I punched her in the face, all this freaking crap.
All right.
Wow.
And all you're claiming is you scratched her in the face.
Yeah, I didn't hit her. I was talking with my hands.
When the differences between the story is punch or scratch, and I know it's got to be one or the other, I think I'm going punch, Terry.
Oh, boy.
Well, I don't think she didn't want to be at the concert, so she didn't want to be at work, so she should have stayed her ass home.
I'm not saying I'm going to punch a woman, Terry. I'm just saying when it's guaranteed that it has to be one or the other, I don't want the story to go around that I scratched the girl. I'm going to punch her roundhouse right.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, and given the choice, Terry.
Of course.
Man, I think you got problems on the phone, dude. I can't even hear you no more. What the heck?
Not surprised, Terry. Doesn't look... Dumpy. Dumpy.
Bad cell sign.
Oh, of course.
So he allegedly scratched the girl?
Get him back, please.
And he got upset, or she got upset.
What happened that he scratched the girl?
He was talking with his hands.
He was being very animated with his hands and apparently scratched this worker bitch
I'm sure
that walked by.
I'm sure that's the story, but the fact that she's a worker bitch.
Right.
Why were they talking to him in the first place, I wonder?
I don't know.
So she was just casually walking by with her worker bitch duties to do.
Yes.
And he's a very animated, well, he's Jewish, Terry, so he talks with his hands.
Yeah.
And he scratched her in the face in a very innocent kind of act.
Mm-hmm.
And she felt as though she was
punched.
She was on the other end of a blow dealt by him to some extent, and
yes,
therein lies the miscommunication. I don't know. You walk by someone, they accidentally hit you. You understand that you were accidentally hit.
Right.
There really isn't no argument to be had.
There's a lot of people invading other people's spaces at a Motley Crue concert.
Yeah, you accidentally get bumped. You're not going to mistake it for being hit.
Yeah, true.
You say, all right, I understand this is part of the job when I work in a venue this high a volume of people.
Right.
And that's the deal.
And I'm sure it was a sold-out concert.
So I can't imagine her mistaking being hit for what was an accident. Either Dumpy threw some kind of situation at her. His claws came out. I can't understand the story, Terry.
Yeah, it's a little strange, yeah.
I mean, I was on Steven's shoulders. I mean, I fell off and hurt somebody. That's what happens, you know?
And for the first time ever, Dump Truck Guy's having difficulty with his phone.
Yes.
Right.
Seems like interesting timing, Terry.
Lawyer said to keep quiet.
Oh.
So she starts complaining.
Yeah, gets the medic team over there to stitch her up.
Confronts Dumpy. People come running. Everyone's ganging up on Dumpy from what I get from his side of the story, from what he just said, saying that he threw a punch at her or something like that. And he's all the while claiming just a mere accident, just talking in an animated fashion.
Yes.
Something's not right about this story.
No. Well, and plus the guy said he saw Joanne get the purse and all that stuff. And
the purse with the Bud Lights in it that she's swinging around like a wild woman.
Right.
I ain't paying no $6.50 for a beer. Get him out of the cooler.
And the cooler is Joanne Millionaire's purse with ice in it.
Okay.
Something doesn't add up here. First of all, he denied it. At first, I thought he was going to deny it was him altogether.
Right, I did
But
too.
obviously, this guy saw the right guy. It was Dump Truck Guy. I need more details, man. Where's Dumpy's number? I'll call him. It's not like Dumpy. Did not answer the phone.
Oh, phone can't hear you. Hello,
And
hello.
usually something happens of this magnitude in Dumpy's life. He's calling us.
Right.
This one, it seems like he didn't want to discuss. Because he didn't call us, and now he's having phone issues.
Yes. Maybe we should talk to Dumpy's wife.
Get her side of the story?
Get her take.
she's the one they call Dr. Feelgood.
Motley Crue reference.
I got it.
It's queued up if you want it.
All right.
Oh, God, we're ready.
Get me Dumpy's phone number.
Oh,
Dumpy.
hey.
Dumpy, I'm still struggling with the details of this story.
Man, I can't hear crap. It has to be on your end. I got full firms, I got full bars, and I can't hear you. What the hell?
He heard us at
Whatever
first.
you want to talk about, because I'm not done talking.
Is there a problem with our end here?
Maybe.
Uh-oh, hold on.
Try a different line. Try somebody else.
Let me take another line. Can you hear me, caller?
Yes, I can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure, Dumpy.
Now all of a sudden, Dumpy's the only one. So it's not our problem. That caller heard us fine. What are you wearing? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what are you wearing?
Nothing that would be appropriate for the radio.
Really, but it's appropriate for your living situation, wherever you are, your workplace, wherever you're at right now?
I'm in the car.
You're in the car, so it's appropriate for I-5, but it's not appropriate for the airwaves.
Basically.
Mm-hmm. Whatever.
We just wanted to know if we could hear you.
I'm
That's
having an audio problem. Gotta go.
Right. Hello?
So what's the deal with Dumpala? He's calling back now. All right, put him on hold. Dumpy.
That's it.
Oh, Dumpy.
Let me, I'm going to try to get somebody else's phone. Give me like 5 minutes. I want to try it on a different phone, all right? I'll call you back.
You do that, Dumpy. Hey, you do that. Don't want to get him angry till he might scratch my face.
Yeah, watch out.
Here's quite the scratcher. Well, let's call Joanne Millionaire, see if she's home.
Okay.
Those little weed pipes are sharp, man. You start waving them around.
A little dialing music, please, Stephen.
Oh, sure.
Wow.
You have that Motley Crue queued up?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Play that on your keyboard. There it is.
Oh, I'm ready to shoot the
Oh,
and
my
get the
gosh.
fist fight. Let's do it.
Hot shot's bouncing over here.
Calling Joanne.
Right? I want to turn it down now.
Okay.
Want me to turn it down?
Or else you'll think it's Dumpy calling. You've reached the Dumpies.
It's probably on their answering machine. Nice long intro.
News, weather, and sports on this one.
You scratch me, weirdo!
Most guys have fingernails long enough to scratch people?
That's why I'm going punch. That was my point.
Yeah, it's like... Can't buck up on the old voicemail for $8 a month, huh?
Apparently, no a voicemail at the Dumpala's house. Shoot, if I ain't home, you don't need to talk to me.
Because how would it work?
No, I'm not into that modern technology.
Right. Ain't no high-tech redneck.
That's why my cell phone, I can only call out.
All right, there you go.
Can't listen to people.
There's no voicemail, but that, from what I'm being told, is the deal at Dumpy's house. He doesn't have voicemail? Okay. There you go. David, anytime you want to figure that out, that'd be more than okay. Okay, Steven, you know what? Do it now. There you go. Dump truck guy is going to search for a phone that he can actually hear people on.
Right, right.
It's helpful.
Because I want to know this story.
Yeah.
And I want to know why Dumpy didn't call us with this information.
Huh?
Did we get him those tickets? What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening, please?
Well, in Germany, a 60-room brothel is currently being built in Berlin there.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's going to staff more
For the
than...
Olympics? What are they doing over
No,
there?
they're doing the Soccer World Cup next June.
Soccer.
Yes.
Yes.
Soccer's funny.
Gots to love the soccer.
Yeah.
Yes, the World Cup is happening over there, and those soccer players and all the entourage and all the accoutrement, if you will, Terry,
Okay.
they're going to, very much need a 60-room brothel built.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Anytime there's any major kind of Olympic deal or World Cup deal, the hookers come running from every country far and wide.
Mm-hmm. It'll have a whirlpool, sauna, movie theater, and buffet restaurant.
The movie theater's the key, Terry.
Is it?
Yes, because when you go to your local whorehouse, you want to be able to make sure that in the package deal you get to see Dukes of Hazzard.
There you go. Yes.
Nothing says golden topping. Like a World Cup soccer whorehouse.
Right. More than 100 prostitutes.
You may want to butter your own popcorn in that movie theater. That's all I'm going to say. All right.
So easy, Stephen.
I don't think you do. I don't think you let the person behind the counter do that for you, Stephen. All right.
Okay.
If you're planning on visiting the World Cup soccer brothel, And I know you're going to make an attempt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Again, it'll be built by next June, which is when the World Cup will take place.
How often does the World Cup happen? I'm a big soccer fan, don't you know, Terry? How often do they have a World Cup? Once every 4 years?
No, once every too often.
I
That's what it says on the calendar?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Is it like the Olympics, Stephen, once every 4 years or what?
Sure.
Okay, nobody knows?
No.
I thought it was every year they did the World Cup.
No. They don't do the World Cup every year. They play soccer every year, unfortunately, but they don't do the World Cup every year. That I know.
I think it's 4 years.
Every 3 years? 4 years?
Terry just trying to be different.
I don't know.
They don't do anything. There's nothing in this world that's done every 3 years.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Well, 3 years from Friday.
Oh, that's true.
So
But that's not every 3 years.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a one-time deal.
Yeah. So every World Cup is sometime between 2 and 10 years.
Why don't you ask Jeeves?
Oh, okay.
He holds a platter. He should know.
Yes, he
That's right, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Asking Jeeves. How often is the World Cup?
Terry, what are the
every 4 years
the price ranges for this brothel?
It does not say. It doesn't give a price range or anything, but I was also telling you that they're going to have more than 100 prostitutes on staff there. So
it's nothing. I have that in my house.
no, really?
100 prostitutes on staff in this new,
at least 100
brand new, yet to be built.
in the process of being built.
Yes. Ground has been broken.
Yes, it has.
I love it.
Big ribbon cutting ceremony.
Oh, don't you know, Terry? Pacey's going to go over and cut it with his Magnum. Wow. Head on in.
It is.
I got my Derwiener Schnitzel.
Isn't that right? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, knockwurst for that first hooker you get a hold of, huh? Is that Dumpy still on the line, or is he back? Is that him?
Oh, he's back?
Is that a new phone?
Yes.
Let's all cross our fingers.
When you have to borrow a phone from Mike the... whatever. I don't know who he is. I don't know his industry. But I'm sure his name is Mike. Yes, Dumpy.
The other
Can
one.
you hear me now?
I can always hear you.
Okay, I can hear you too. That's a good situation.
Yes, that's an extra bonus. Dumpy, I'm trying to work out these details of you being escorted out, or at least being an interested party to the security people at the Motley Crue concert.
I wasn't escorted, whatever that word is.
You weren't escorted out.
Escorted anywhere.
Okay.
I was just surrounded.
You were surrounded by security
Yeah.
people. What? Tell me again, in every detail you can offer, what happened so I can understand every motion that took place in this very nasty part of the field at the amphitheater during the Motley Crue concert.
Well, I was walking like down the middle. I had box seats. I was like in the middle of the joint or whatever, and I was just having a mild conversation. I can't remember who I was talking to, somebody. And this worker girl that works there, she just happened to...
I love when worker girls work there, Terry. It's a bonus. Yes, go ahead.
I barely freaking touched her face, man. Didn't even leave a scratch mark. She's like, oh, you just hit me in the face. I was like, no, I didn't. I did it on accident. I just barely scratched your cheek. Sorry, you know. Oh, and he hit me in the face and started frankly screaming and crying, and EMS had to come and take a look at her, give her a nice big ice pack, and I just wailed her so hard, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had to explain my situation, that I did not hit the bitch in the face, but I hit her in the face. She had been on the goddamn ground.
Oh, wow. So why would she get all confused? What obviously seems like a reasonable accident. Why would she all of a sudden confront you as someone who did something so wrong to her, when those kind of accidents, I'm sure, happen all the time at concerts like this?
My wife had overheard after the whole situation was over. She had overheard another worker go and run up and ask this girl, are you going home now? She's like, yeah, I'm out of here. So I evidently she didn't want to be at work in the first place, just looking for some sorry sucker like me to freaking blame for hitting her in the face.
Aha! So it was her quickest way out of working that night,
Exactly.
Terry. That's what Dumpy feels was her motivation. Either that or a huge lawsuit against Dumpy's millions.
Wow.
Million hairs.
Totally ridiculous. I could have went to jail over this crap.
So she had no consideration for you and jail time that you could have served by accusing you of doing something that she obviously knew you didn't do, because she wanted to go home and get out of work early.
I mean, here's the little woman. The girl works at the place, so she's saying, here's this long-haired, hippie-looking dude, and he just hit her in the face. Who's he going to believe? I'm going to jail, man. See ya.
Mm-hmm.
So thank God everything worked out. And freaking had a good time, man. Didn't even get up till 3 in the morning, so.
So there was talk. There was talk about escorting you out. There was a moment that you thought you might have to leave, but you talked your way out of it in your dump truck guy kind of way.
Yeah, because there's no visible damage to her face, so, I mean, I did nothing. Just, like, brushed my finger up against her cheek.
Well, she wasn't bleeding or anything? Why did the medics come and put, like, ice packs
I
on her?
don't know. That's what I couldn't understand. And I see her, like, 2 hours later, she still has a big ice pack on her face. Like, whatever, man.
How many times did you use the word bitch when talking to the security guards or her during this confrontation?
More times than they got fingers and toes.
I don't doubt it, Terry.
I bet.
I do not doubt it.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I was sorry that it happened, but it was really no big deal.
And you're sure?
There's no way it could have hurt.
You're sure there was nothing you did that could in any way be at fault of yours?
Exactly. Other than talking with my hands. The next time I'll wear freaking handcuffs, all right? Tear it up.
Mm-hmm.
Must have been flailing,
Dumpy's a
boy.
big hand talker, finger snaps and stuff like that. Well, you were spotted by fellow listeners, Dumpy.
All right on. I hope I was looking good.
Jeez. Well.
It was a blast. It was an okay concert, but being as I got freaking tore up, I had a good time. I like it.
So how much time did you have to be unfocused on the concert and have to be consumed with the situation with security? How much time did it take away from your night?
Probably about 15 or 20 minutes.
That's
not
not
time,
too bad.
man.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, Terry.
You have to stand there and have a smoke, you know?
Sure.
At the VIP lounge and relax.
Dumpy, more people are calling in now that apparently saw this situation.
Right on.
Should we get their take on it and find out if you're as innocent as you claim you are?
Bring it on.
All right. You're on the air. Dump truck guy has given us his side of the story. You saw it as well, sir? Or ma'am? Or sir?
Good morning.
Oh, ma'am. Yes. Or sir.
Hi, I was calling in defense of Dumpy because I was sitting in the section actually right behind him.
Man, we got listeners to just...
yeah,
go ahead.
I did nothing wrong, huh?
And I have to tell you, the concert, I went to support my husband because he's a Motley Crue fan, and it was a good concert, but the crowd where we were, and we were just there was an aisleway between us, and we were the next section up, we couldn't leave our seats because so many people had rushed down to where we were, you couldn't even walk out the aisles, and people were jumping over the bars, trying to rush down, like, by Dumpy's section to get to the stage.
I can't imagine why this worker wanted to go home, Terry.
Right. Yeah, you think?
Yes.
So, I mean, at some point...
It's like you fake your death to go home.
Okay.
They were not letting anyone do anything, so it was crowded.
Yes.
People were getting a little wild.
Okay.
So I think he behaved just fine.
All right. But you didn't. But you didn't see it then?
No, I just saw him being walked, if you will, up the ramp with a few of the security people.
You had to go and make a statement, Dumpy?
Yeah, because I had to go back because the whole medics and everything was there.
And when
right after it happened, they just told me I apologized to the girl. And then I was like, I can't believe you're crying over this. What the hell? I barely touched you.
And when Dumpy had to take the walk with the security guards, apparently everybody saw it. Because, Terry, we have Tommy Lee on the hotline. He wants to give his side of the story. All right, very good.
It's hard not to miss a guy in a tank top with a mullet.
Yeah. There you go.
Had a Motley Crue calls at the top of that.
So.
All right, sounds innocent enough, Dumpy. Well done.
All right, brother, you have a fine day.
You as well.
And then...
There you go. These Dumpy Dump, ladies and gentlemen.
The T-Man.
Let's get stupid. Oh, you know we already are. Terry, we're down the home stretch.
That's
here.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So now we can do
us.
that. Wow.
I know you still have a pile of stuff over there, but time is limited. Our first day back from a long summer vacation.
Uh-huh.
Back to school.
Wow.
Jeez.
Well, you actually got 2 weeks. We only got 1 week.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fair.
Well, we figured, if you had to go and pretty much end your life by getting married, you might as well get an extra week.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Consolation for the rest of my life being miserable. Thank you so much.
Jeez.
How is the first 2 weeks of married life as opposed to the 31 years of a single life that you enjoyed immensely?
We've made it 16 days and counting.
Wow.
Woohoo!
I didn't get cards for my 2-week anniversary from many of you people.
Well, the one with no name on it's for me. I'm sure you're getting tons of them.
Right.
Anyhow.
We're going to register for our 1-month anniversary.
Terry, time is short, so am I. So pick out one good story there. What do you have? What's going on?
Well, over in England, man-sitting is the new way to make good money for big, beautiful women.
Man-sitting?
Man-sitting. This is what happens.
He's a man. Who sits?
Oh, yeah. No.
He's a man-sitter. I don't know what this means, Terry. What is man-sitting? Do I really want to ask?
Big, beautiful women. A 252-pound woman, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
This is what she does for a living. After she got divorced from her husband, she needed to find something to boost her ego. So she went online and found a website devoted to big, beautiful women, and started talking with some other, women about their lives, so on and so forth. And she found out that man-sitting is the way to make some money.
What is exactly?
Where a big, beautiful woman finds a man who that she can just sit on, no sex.
No sex.
No
just
sex.
Sits on him, and he gets every bit of enjoyment out of it that a person could possibly get out of anything.
$175 an hour to be crushed, so-called.
It's a fetish, obviously, have a big woman sit on you. Now, can I eat a man-witch while a woman-man sits on me, Terry?
I'm sure
that'd be
you
hot.
could.
Because a sandwich is a sandwich, but a man-witch while a woman sits on me is a meal.
Is that right?
That's right.
While wearing mandals.
Playing my mandolin.
Anyway, she only works a few hours a week, and she has pulled down $52,000 a year.
Okay, first fat woman that wants to come on down and apply for the man-sitting job, I will pay you. What is she getting paid?
$175 an hour.
I'll pay you $175 an hour to sit on me.
Pretty good deal.
No,
I actually sit on pasty.
Nice to volunteer pasty.
The first 275 plus pound woman.
Okay.
So come down to the station and sit on pasty day for the whole show.
Oh my God, that's a lot of money there.
Now, how long does the fetish take for you to get your fill, Terry?
Well, it depends. I mean,
each person's different.
Yeah. She only had to sit on her first client for an hour, and like I said,
he got off in an hour?
Yeah.
Well, she does good work. Good work, Terry.
She sat on him in a leather cat suit.
A leather cat suit.
Yes.
And there was no sex. There was no
sex.
penetration of any
Nothing.
orifices, not even finger-wise. There was nothing like that. It was very clean and friendly. She just sat on him and moved on with her day.
Oh, this is really hot. I can't breathe.
Can you come back next week?
Yeah.
Well, I don't get it. But I don't get a lot that goes on. I just go with it.
You want to hear her quote on?
Because I can't see a 300-pound woman sitting on me really having any kind of sexual effect on me, Terry. I mean, call me crazy.
Well, but
I call me crazy.
You're not into big, beautiful women, then.
That's right.
I mean, you may like them, but
I
not
like
in a
the
sexual...
small, beautiful women, Terry. Yes, that has been my M.O. My wife is 5'3", 108 pounds.
Yes.
Well, now she's got the big breastfeeding boobs. I'm just trying to figure if she's 108. She's probably about 114 pounds.
Well, there you go.
All bosom.
You like that, huh?
Yeah, she went from a double D to like a triple
Triple huge. Here's her quote. She says, "Men tell me I'm beautiful, even when I treat them like a piece of furniture.
Oh, jeez.
How can I deny deny this country my talents?"
This country, she was trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. This country, okay.
I
There you
said
go.
this
It's very
country.
clean and innocent, just like the sitting. Okay,
Yes.
very good. How can I deny this country my talent, you said?
My talents.
My talents.
Yes.
It's not just talent. It's
No.
plural.
Yes.
Talents.
Sitting takes a lot of it.
Well, got to treat those men like furniture.
She's one of the world's greatest sitters, Stephen.
Well, Steven's up there, too, I think. His couch will tell you that.
And he doesn't pay his couch anything.
Well, Terry, do you have to pay extra to get her to get gaseous on you?
What?
I don't know. Never mind.
Because all big
Or is
women
that part of the package?
I have no idea.
I mean, do you pay per?
I don't know. If that's,
please.
Oh, it's good he's back.
Yeah, it is, because it's just not the same.
No one made the fart noise the week you were gone, Hotshot. Stephen tried. It was really pathetic.
Really?
It was
Anyhow.
so bad.
No, you don't want to hear it. Anyhow, what did we learn from our first day back from summer vacation, even though summer vacation was only a week long? Let's start with Stephen Kilworth. What have you learned today?
Wow.
Go ahead. Yes, please.
Boy, that if I was a big, beautiful woman, I'd have a future.
This just in to the T-Man in the morning news studio, Terry.
Yes.
And it should be reported by our news reporter, Stephen Kilbreth, but he's not by any wires because he's really not a real news reporter. But it was just handed to me by Pasty Dave, and this may be of interest to some people, not many, I don't know. Baltimore Orioles first baseman Rafael Palmeiro.
Yes.
Who was on Capitol Hill a few months ago, claiming that he has never been on steroids, never done anything like that, has just been suspended by Major League Baseball for violating the league's steroid policy.
Oh!
Mr. 3,000 hits.
After just a few weeks ago, he got his 3,000th hit in Seattle.
Yeah.
He has been suspended for 10 days for violating Major League Baseball's steroid policy. This just in to the newsroom. This just in.
Wow.
That's the sound of something just coming in today.
Right, passing the wire.
Even in 2000, watch it pass the wire again. Here it comes.
Oh, check that out.
Yes. There you have it.
Jeez.
How'd you guys survive without that noise?
Now you're up to the minute. We just had Stevens Raisinets be the next closest thing. This is what the Newswire sounds like without Hotshot here in the studio. Yes. Not the same, but
no.
To some people it works.
We're going to put out a sound effect CD. George Lucas is going to sponsor us.
Kendall, the Hot Patroller, what did you learn this morning?
This morning or this last week?
Oh,
Did the question change?
Well, you haven't been here. Never mind.
He said this morning.
Why are you wearing a Bob Dylan shirt? Why is that obviously that's the in thing now, to wear old school, like, old rocker shirts or whatever the deal is. She's wearing Bob Dylan. Why Bob Dylan?
That's what...
Is that a Bob Dylan shirt?
Yes, this is.
Oh, Lord.
He's just great.
Why are you wearing a Bob Dylan shirt? Can you name one song by Bob Dylan? I don't think I can name one song by Bob Dylan. I'm not a Bob Dylan fan, Terry.
Right.
I don't know one song.
It was before my time. It was obviously before Kendall's time. Why are you wearing a Bob Dylan shirt? Can you name one song?
No.
You can't name one song?
Come on.
Name one song.
I know the CD, like, American Songwriter he has that new greatest hits thing out. I don't know.
All right, you can't wear the shirt. Take it off.
Oh, okay.
If you can, why are you wearing the shirt?
Wait, that's a Bob Dylan bra, too.
Yeah, you have Leonard Skinner undies on.
Why are you wearing the shirt, please?
My aunt purchased it for me, so.
And it's what's in and you like it.
Uh-huh.
Does your aunt know you can't name one song?
Probably. I don't know.
She likes Lay Lady Lay.
Well, that's after 10 o'clock, Steve. Oh, you mean Bob Dylan song? Yeah, right.
What a poser.
It's a cute shirt.
See, I knew my old stupid concert shirts would come in handy someday. I'm hip again.
Even Bob Dylan's son is before her time. Right?
No,
That's what's so ridiculous here. What?
I love Jacob Dylan.
Oh, I love Jacob Dylan. He's horrible.
Did you get a Jacob Dylan shirt?
He has one hit, right? Is Wallflowers even still around anymore?
No,
Yeah,
they had a couple hits.
Whatever.
Like 6
Don't
years
even
ago.
know.
They had one hit. It was called "I Got Head Lice," and that's it. Isn't that the song?
That is the song, yeah.
Got head lice,
That's
right?
nice.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
I don't know.
One headlight?
Oh, one headlight.
One headlight,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Well, that's not the way I sang it. Anyhow, I'm not even a Bob Dylan fan, and I realized that he's just a tragedy to Bob Dylan's legacy.
That's not true.
You ever hear the expression, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? Well, in this case, it not only fell far from the tree, it rolled down the hill.
Like a rolling stone.
Like a... I was never into that crap. But I at least acknowledge that he's a legend to many, and he deserves that status because he was actually talented for a large quantity of people. Jacob Dylan's not talented to anybody.
Well, I think he is.
And you shouldn't wear that shirt if you can't name one song.
We've given you like 3.
Well, go find me another shirt and I'll change.
All right, it's a deal.
Okay.
Put this on, baby.
Oh, you're going to be her shirt for you?
I don't know. Anyhow, just stupid. Does that seem fair, though,
Yeah,
Terry?
they should ask the
you're
trivia
right.
questions when you buy the
You're
shirt.
Right.
There should be somebody standing at the register with trivia questions.
Yes. And then if you can't answer them, they pull the shirt back and say you cannot purchase.
Yes.
Sorry.
How hard a trivia question is it when the question is name one song?
Yeah. Well,
And last I checked, Bob Dylan had a few songs.
A couple.
Yes.
I don't think Nordstrom's cares. They just want your money.
Mm-hmm.
wow. Huh?
All right, whatever. So you learn nothing, and you have a shirt that you shouldn't be wearing, but that's fine.
Gosh.
Okay.
This is why you don't see me in a Lil Jon shirt.
Even though Steven can get low at the best of it.
You don't see them one because they don't come in 3X. That's the other reason.
Oh, they do.
Okay.
But it doesn't look right on Steven.
The T-Man.